a triple kill, but Soda Finn, he'll deny the plant. He sees 2 more kills. Oh my god! Soda Finn will find more!
7 seconds left, they gotta pick up the diffuser, but Tommy lines up both! Tommy with the 1v3!
Device, misses shots, he's gonna have to go for the front.
Oh,
He pushes on through! Dylan is better!
Round 2, and there's another as Tyrants is finished off, and they all line up for phone!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another game of SCS. We've had quite an interesting one between a D2E who don't look like they're just as, good as they used to be. Not the Season 4 champs that we had. They're definitely on some sort of timer, and it seems as if that timer has run out. My name is Crow. My name is Jasmine. This is Crow. We're doing Honor versus Neo, a brand new Neo team. It's going to be really exciting. I'm actually really excited to see this team.
Yeah, I'm excited to see new Neo. I guess... Actually, Neo, because the prefix Neo does mean new. So I'm excited to
off
cast
to a
Neo.
horrible start.
And finally be able to cast Honor. I don't think I've done an Honor game yet. So I'm happy to be back with the boys. Arrow, Oreo, Wolfseas, all those guys. Hawks. I've been casting those guys for a while, especially during the last stage of CL, T3 as well. I'm happy to finally be able to get a game in where they've looked pretty damn good. Surf has been a star entry. Their flank watch has been impeccable. I don't know what the hell they put Oreo on, but Oreo on the 0 is an absolute demon. But Neo's definitely going to be facing a couple struggles of their own. Not only have Honor look like probably the best team in this group along with Aggro, but you've also got Neo unfortunately losing 2 players and bringing in 2 more. So this should be shaping up to be a 2-0 Honor. But with the players that Neo have brought in, I don't expect them to just roll over and let Honor walk all over them either.
Yeah, this is a Neo that has some experienced players, but these are players that haven't played comp in a very long time. Looking at the standings, Honor, obviously, like we talked about, they have themselves pretty high up there, second place, just barely challenging Aggro. And Honor lost their place because I think Aggro 2-0'd Honor. That's what I believe happened. So... or you know what? No. It was a 1-1 tie, which still propelled Aggro up to first place because they would have had enough points.
Honor went 1-1 against.
It was against Aggro.
Yeah, and then they went 1-1 against someone else too, and I can't remember.
That is a good question, but yeah. As you can see, Neo.
Synthetic.
Yeah, as you can see, Neo has got themselves in quite an interesting position. Currently sitting at 5th place. They won't make it to the playoffs if they don't push. But they've only gotten 1 point between them and Synthetic to break away not only the tie that's happening between PDHM and Synthetic, but also kind of, propel themselves up. If they get a single map here, this could be really good for them to break into 3rd place and just bunny hop above PDHM and Synthetic. So very important game for them, and obviously with new players and old coming back into this, coming back into the fray, it's going to be really interesting to see if they can hold their own against, a CL caliber team that is currently sat at 2nd.
Yeah, like you said, and if Neo, by some chance, actually 2-0's Honor, they'll take 2nd place from them. But if we want to go ahead and look at who those 2 players are for Neo, we've got the 3 that we've already seen in this league, Oni, JJ Blastful, and Spiker, but X24 has departed from the roster, as has Adapt. Adapt has gone to Aerial Arise, and I'm not quite sure if X24 has found a home just yet. I think he's right now just in a sub position, and they've brought back Indy. I love Indy, the Indyman. He is a rock when it comes to this team on the flank watch. He'll play the Iana. Sometimes he's on the sledge too, but he is so consistent, so patient. He and Burnt Turkey kind of remind me of each other, like the way they play. And Acts previously, most recently, on Survey Corps as one of their star entries. Tyler is an absolute demon. As you can see, he's got a record, I believe, from the qualifier. I don't know if that's from the qualifier or from... when he subbed in for Vale. That's what it was. He sucked on map 1 and then turned on the burners in map 2. But meanwhile, we've got Honor, the same 5 faces, Surf, Pox, Arrow, Wolfseas, and Oreo. These guys have a Challenger League spot. They've looked really good in SCS, and I can't wait to cast them for CL in just a couple weeks' time as well.
Yeah, obviously that's where, they're one of the favorites of the CL League. They've got some pretty powerful players, bringing on Oreo from Windstorm, and I believe I'm not sure where Surf came from, but Pox and Wolfsies didn't
Surf
together.
came from T3 actually. He was on
That's what I was
Seven
thinking.
Spades in CCS. I think was the last time I saw him.
Because I don't remember him being on an actual CL roster at this point. This is his CL debut, but yeah, really interesting roster. They've been doing pretty good things in SCS. Obviously, you know, without bringing out all their strategies, pretty good looks for them in second place. They're obviously gonna have to save for Challenger League, but other than that, this is going to shape up to be a pretty good series. Again, I'm really interested to see the personal performances that are going to be brought by Neo. Indy, one of the most consistent players on that team, but consistently average. You know, he's kind of on those crappy roles. He's on those crappy sort of situations. So
like Castle.
Yeah. So like, you know, you can't wreck on him for his roles, because he's just the backbone. He's a really important player that we just don't get to see a lot because he's behind the scenes most of the time, doing that work. And Axe. Big name, big boy Axe, Tyler. Absolutely love him. He is back in action. Yep. It's been a while since he's played comp, however, but the last time he played comp, he had a lot of success. So we'll have to see whether he brings, you know, important fragging plays to Project Neo, or if he just kind of sits back and just lets everyone else do the talking. But you know, this is Axe. He's gonna do the talking.
I think Axe and Indy are both actually 18 soon. I think they'll both be 18 by the second split of CL. So, all you potential CL scouters, pay attention to these guys. And we want to take a look at the maps.
Yep. Consulate's still here. I don't know why. We could have had Chalet and Theme Park together, but Ubisoft said no. And got rid of Theme Park. And also made the overlay on pick phase like 10 inches higher. So here we are now.
Yeah.
With
so
Kafe
Consulate,
and Consulate.
Kafe. All right. We want to ignore the maps because the maps suck and I'll be sad talking about them. You know what we haven't discussed yet? They lost X24 and Adapt. X24, Adapt, and Spiker. The way Neo played, they have, you know, JJ on hard support. They've got Oni on secondary support, sometimes flank watch, sometimes sludge, whatever. But Spiker, Adapt, and X24 were kind of like their star fraggers, like their trio entry. They've lost 2/3 of that. Sure, Axe is a really good entry player, but Indy does not play those roles. So what the hell are they going to do? I'm thinking JJ on hard support, Indy on Oni's roles, and Oni being moved back up to entry just like he was on Pride.
I was thinking Indy would be on Sledge, honestly. Like, I feel like he would be on
that's what I mean. That's what I mean by Oni's roles.
Yeah.
Oni would sometimes play the Sledge, but I think they might move Oni back up to entry because he was the Ashman on Pride and he was pretty good.
Yeah, Oni had a lot of confidence on Pride. I think he was one of the reasons why Pride had a little bit of success, making it to SCS Season 4 Grand Finals. But yeah, other than that, not a big history behind him. He's a very young player, so he's got a lot of time, and to be an entry, it's very difficult. So, a lot of pressure on him.
Tall.
He is? He sounds very burly. I'm actually...
No, I lied. I don't know how tall he is.
I feel like he might actually be like 21 or 2, but...
I'm pretty sure he's like 15.
Yeah, but I don't believe that is what I'm saying.
He's got a really deep voice for a 15-year-old Japanese kid, which is a little bit odd. But if we want to go ahead and move into the game itself, ladies and gentlemen, it is Consulate Honors map pick. And a map that Neo, well, they were very good at it. They used to love it. I'm not quite sure how well they're going to do at this point because they've kind of taken a little bit of a dip. But we'll have to see, of course.
I don't think anyone likes Consulate, to be completely honest with you.
Consulate. I mean, some people do. I think Honor does for whatever reason. They're Canadian. Who cares? Nomad is going to be the first ban. You see that all the time on Consulate. Not weird. Thatcher's next up. Wow.
I cannot wait. I feel like... man, Consulate's so stale. But anyway.
Mira. Valk. Okay, Valk makes sense too. You see a Nomad ban, you don't want to leave Valk up. He facilitates the runouts.
If you want to know why we banned Valk, this is Consulate. This is the map of Consulate. Right? This is literally what it's shaped like. If you get a camera here, you can see here and here. So like, you gotta ban Valk. We did have a Maestro ban. That is really interesting. We expected the Mira because obviously Mira is very, very excellent. And Honor, I mean, they're Honor. They're probably going to play this Mira. If anything, it's going to be, well, it's usually Oreo, but they're probably going to play this Mira because, I mean,
I think I've seen literally everybody on that roster
yeah,
except Surf play the Mira.
Pox plays Mira too. Yeah, actually, you know what? It's like
Ooh?
we actually don't see a Mira though. This might be a 6-pick. Like
He was on it. Yeah, he was on it for a sec.
I
And
don't-
usually that means it's a 6-pick. There it is.
There it is.
There. Oh, okay. Never mind.
I'm really interested as to why, you know, of all teams, Honor isn't going to be the one to play Mira. Like, they are a Mira team. They are a team that can really excel around Mira strategies because they have very good crossfires. They're very strategic of a team, and they're very disciplined. So to see them not bring the Mira, I mean, it is a basement hold. You don't necessarily need a Mira. Basement itself is just a really good site, with or without. But anyway, round number 1 going underway. Honor going to be going for that basement hold as usual. The Kaid is definitely going to be, you know, a thorn in the side. And look at that. We do have Indy on Sledge. So he's going to be doing a lot of work upstairs. Let's see if they can gain control of the top floor because historically Honor don't really like to have a deep roam. They like to just put a few stragglers, you know, upstairs and let them see how long they can hold off. But other than that, it does seem like they're going to be running a pretty disciplined strategy.
So it does look like we're gonna have Oni still sticking on the ace.
Attackers are moving out
So.
to locate a bomb and defuse it.
I'm a little bit sad because I do like the Oni entry, but you know, it is what it is. In the meantime, on the side of Honor, we already talked about them. You got Arrow. Arrow's one of their entry players. Arrow Stoddle. The way he frags is, well, it's philosophical. It's scientific. He's going to be the one on the Malusi. Wolf sees if there's going to be a Pulse player on this roster, it's usually going to be him or Surf. Oreo's typically on the hard support. Pox flexes around. You know, normally he's on the Maestro. There's no Maestro, of course, because he's banned. He'll flex onto the Omai instead. And Surf, the Ash Jaeger main of the squad, has been putting up numbers. Be having his Challenger League debut, I believe, next weekend. For now, though, Arrow able to avoid that upstairs clear, narrowly ducking the shots from Spiker, and avoiding that cutoff on the front door as well. I'm curious why that Neo player didn't just peek and catch him on the drop. I mean, they knew he was attempting to fall back, but nevertheless, Arrow gets away with his life, at least for now.
It's going to be a lot more time that Neo are going to have to eventually push into, you know. Consulate's like an onion. It's very vertical. It's very important that you clear out just as anything as you can because flanks can and will happen. So you got to make sure that you're being careful with everything you get because otherwise Indy isn't going to be able to play this upstairs safe. Now, he does have the cutoff here from Mr. Mr. Blast. So he could technically drop here, but obviously he's got to be careful because there are still players roaming around inside of Visa. We've also got C4s. This is going to be really, really important here. With Wolfsies being on Pulse, not very commonly brought on the garage site, but if there's any map to bring Pulse, it is going to be Consulate. But yeah, the only person, you know, the person I can see doing a lot of damage this round is Surf. If Axe can't clear him out, which is the big question. Indy making his way down Visa stairs. They know if they have Surf here. He's actually got the rotate on lock. Axe is playing his cross. Indy looking for the first frag, and it would be a really, really crucial one if he can, because it'll force the Malusi here to hop off of the cross. Axe has no idea that there's a Malusi just sitting in top spiral. That is going to be Arrow. Surf is gonna call on Arrow to swing this. Axe takes down Surf, and Indy goes down in the process, however. That was from Visa stairs, but interesting to see that Arrow actually hasn't swung the spiral stairs. Could have possibly taken down Axe. Pox is going to swing up and take down Spiker, however. Damage is certainly being dealt. With 30 seconds left, Arrow is still inside of Zig. He has so much that he can do here if he plays this properly. He's going to rotate his way out and up Yellow instead of to the bottom, but he's just simply too slow. Deputy Blast will catch him out. But with only 15 seconds left, Neo, they're going to have to make a push happen. They'll take down Wolfsies, and Honor just getting caught out in the worst of positions. Axe will take down Pox for a second kill. And all that's left is Oreo. He's going to try and deny plant. He'll actually get Oni down to 1 HP, but Oni will be able to stick it. Oreo's on very low HP as well. And what a way to open up your first day back in comp with a 3K from Axe.
Really good play there from Axe and Neo as a whole. That Jaeger, man, it wasted a hell of a lot of time, but at the end of the day, Arrow not swinging bench by Zig, I mean, he had that position to himself. He could have easily found that refrag, but I guess it just wasn't communicated in time, or he was scared to. Maybe he thought there was someone covering the cross, but either way, I mean, sure, the Jaeger wastes time, but he goes down. I mean, there's a trade from the Cade, but then Arrow gets so stunned and turns his back and books it. Gets caught up to because JJ's a 3-speed. Wolfsees, playing over by Archives with the pulse scanner, is caught staring at the ceiling by Indy, and from there, I mean, it's just an easy collapse onto the site. So what was that? A 4v2 at that point with Acts getting the next entry pick, making it a 4v1. Huge round there from the Zoth of Tyler Acts. Last name? I don't know what his last name is. That'll give Neo their first round on the attack. I was
Smith.
really worried there. Yeah. No, he's not. Maybe, is he Penguin's brother? Keegan Penguin Smith?
How do you spell that man's name? It's like
Keegan? Oh, it's Keagen.
what a dumb way to spell it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how you spell it. But yeah, I was really worried there watching Surf just sit in tellers for what was that, like 2 minutes without Neo doing really all that much because they missed like 2 players on the cutoff rotating back down to site. But Neo made it work in the end. They're a super structured team. I'm sure they know what they're doing most of the time. And Honor that round, the wrench that they tried to throw in their plans just wasn't big enough.
It's also the thing that Honor, just in general, were very split apart. Like, they just kind of played ones and lost a lot of them. That's basically what the entire strategy depended on, was just somebody staying alive in a certain position. Weren't a lot of crossfires, contrary to what you would think of Honor. And they were just cut off in obviously really weird positions. You had Wolfsees dying with a cardiac sensor out, and the last thing that he saw was a heartbeat that was coming to end him. So that's kind of the main issue, I would say, that's going on here with Honor. And it's really interesting to see, like, of all teams, Honor are the ones that are struggling with holding crossfires and getting refrags. But then again, it is Consulate. Consulate's kind of, you know, if anything, it's the best map where you can pick apart a team one by one. But Neo, despite this entire setup here by Honor, almost a freebie here for Axe, but there is a bathroom rotate here. So that player will be able to rotate safely inside a bathroom. There's only 2 people upstairs. They've got castle barricades moving around them as well. So this is going to be a tough egg to crack, or a tough shell to crack here for Project Neo.
Yeah, this bathroom is going to be a really important position for Neo to take, as Surf, again, is going to be one of those defenders pushing up the staircase on yellow. Oni will go down. That's your ace. And Wolfsees just sitting towards the top of Spiral cuts down Act. So you've got now 2 kills in the favor of Honor in a row with no answer by Neo. Make that 3 now, as JJ falls as well. This is not looking good at all here, especially now that it is a 1 versus 5 as Arrow takes out Spiker. It's all Indy in the main lobby. I mean, I was talking about how the bathroom was going to be an important position, but I mean, Neo really didn't even get to start clearing it as Wolfsees ends the last player. It's a flawless round there for Honor Esports as Neo try to move in with, I mean, seemingly no intel, and thus we're unable to set up for any trades at all.
That entire round where I just tried to analyze what was wrong with Honor basically flipped on its head, and Neo had that exact same problem. They were just getting cut off in positions where nobody was refragging, and Honor were just, they were always on top of things. I mean, you had a player peeking every single angle that was getting pushed in. Really beautiful rotate there inside a bathroom that is able to be covered by Wolfsees on top on the middle spiral part. That right there is really what saved the round for Honor. It's just the fact that he was able to get away with that, and the rest of Project Neo tried to pile on top looking for a refrag, but immediately just got demolished. So not only a really good strategy from them, but also just the fact that Honor had been playing much better, at least that round. They were able to just get their refrags. Super important rounds, or super important kills going in the way of them as well, and it all just slowly fell apart until it was a full sweep from them. So they're going to decide to go to the lobby side, taking advantage of the mirror. It seems like they're going to be running a fairly similar strategy than they did on the basement, just with no castle. They're going to be having their bathroom mirrors, and they're going to be having a top floor room.
10 seconds to go.
Yeah, I mean, that's what you expect from the lobby defense. You have to hold upstairs. There is no way around it. The longer you can waste time up here, the better your anchor game is going to be. If you give it up way too easily, then it is just a very simple task for the attackers to set up for that execute. So, of course, Neo, you're looking to just walk up there and try and take it as swiftly and efficiently as possible without losing too many men. You already see one adjustment from the attack as well. They know that, hey, it's going to be a lobby defense. We don't need 2 hard breachers. So JJ is going to immediately swap off the Hib and onto the Lion. they probably identified in that last round. Honor were very flexible in their positioning. You know, like you had mentioned, everywhere Neo tried to go, there was someone from Honor rotating over to cover the angle, and the Lion is just going to be able to stop them in their tracks momentarily.
Lion obviously not as powerful as he used to be, but can really break apart a team whenever they're playing their ones. And yeah, actually, really was really boring. Still is really boring. Hate the operator, but yeah. Project Neo, so far, they're just biding their time, getting as much intel as they possibly can. Last time around, we kind of saw them swing in with little to no intel. This time around, they're going to be playing for that Indy, a freebie from him. The patience. We talked about it. It's almost going to get a second. It does. Oreo and Arrow both fall here to Indy on Sledge. We talked about how much patience this man has, and it's only slowly starting to come across. Surf and Wolfsies will take a kill of their own. It's actually going to be 2 kills here for Surf, but Axe takes down Wolfsies in a 2 versus 1 and 2s with a post plant. No, actually, Diffuser is on the floor. Surf's got a 1 versus 2, and he's also got Diffuser down on the ground. Axe has the angle. He knows exactly where Surf is, but he needs to look for him. Drone, I think, was destroyed. No, still has yellow pings. Axe is just playing this very carefully. Here's a drop by Surf, nullifying Axe's position. He's going to take it here from the hatch. Eyes on Diffuser. Wow. Beautiful kill there from Surf. Make it his 3rd. The Ash Jaeger player, we've been talking about him. Such a powerful player, really proving himself on this Honor roster. Can he net himself the 4th kill? Spiker pushing down into grass. He doesn't have a lot of options but to get that Diffuser and find Surf. But he has no idea where he is. There are no drones on him, and I think Spiker's completely out of drones, so he can't really make anything happen with this. Surf knows that there's a player coming inside of main lobby. He's got the mirror window to work with. He'll swing on to Surf. Won't find the kill just yet, and Spiker will cut the toes off. Surf, he's been able to prove himself, but isn't able to prove himself worthy of winning this round.
That was absolute frag fest on the clear from Neo. Starting off with Indy, great cutoff rappel, really good patience. The angle all the way from the spy rappel into connector door. I can guarantee Arrow did not expect that one. Able to string on for 2, but Surf still upstairs in projector, gets 1. The Aruni moves into grass, takes out the other, and there's just trades back and forth all over the place. At least Surf in a 1v2. He's playing it really well. He's got the floor hole. He knows Diffuser's downed. And I guess he hears, I don't know if he heard Acts or if he heard Spiker, or if someone gave him the call that Spiker was rotating towards Visa to go up Visa stairs. Because that was what Neo were playing for. They were playing for the pinch onto meeting because they had the perfect intel on the egg. Surf drops. Really smart. As soon as he gets that call, destroys Axe to the hatch. I mean, wow. That was a brilliant shot, but unfortunately for him, that mirror window, the bad thing, the biggest weakness of a soft wall mirror window is that you can destroy underneath it, and then you can no longer play behind it. Surf still thought he had that advantage, but after taking those pot shots over towards Spiker's position, revealing his location, and Spiker knowing that the bottom was shot out, easy kill. R4C is going to gun you down before you have time to react like that. So, really well played there by Surf, but Spiker just better in that 1v1. Neo still lead 2-1. And we're yet again going to be going down to lobby. JJ still sticking on that Lion.
Also got to credit Spiker. The game sense really did show up there. He was able to kind of calculate what he had to do. Risks taken, and yeah, rounds over to him. Very important 1v1 as well for this half in general. Project Neo up on the attack. It's not often that you see a mirror unbanned and an attack going in the way of the attackers, but it's looking like we are breaking a pattern here. But nothing we say now will matter in a few moments because everything can change. And he's going to take a lot of damage. Last time around, we saw him hit a 2K, and this time around, he's already getting his life threatened. But drone's going to come in and also on him. So Wolf sees his location should be known. He's hiding from the drone. This might work. They might not know. They might not even know that Wolfsees is playing there. That could be really dangerous because Neo, they're going to collapse onto this and, oh, there it is. Okay, so drone him out, and this is Wolfsees now in a really rough spot. He wants to try and regain control of tellers, but that is simply not an option. He'll fall back. But honestly, this is good for Honor. Wolfsies is wasting time right now. He's just kind of cycling himself in and out. He's not playing anything too aggressive because you know he's going to retake this eventually and be a threat later. Surf will get the opening kill. He's been doing wonders for his team, and he'll take down JJ Blast. The Lion goes down. Really good start from them.
Yeah, excellent opening kill. It's going to make your defense a lot more flexible. Give you that freedom of movement back. No longer will you have to just stand still, lol. 4 versus 5, heading the last minute 20. And I mean, Neo lose that Lion before the Lion's job is really done. They have not taken this top floor yet. There's still a shield. There's still a Rooney Gates and ADS is up. And Arrow and Surf are holding firm. And they are certainly a tough obstacle that Neo are going to have to deal with. And he's going to try and walk into grass, but with little to no info to work off of, he's just going to get swung top spiral by Wolfsies. Now a 3 versus 5 as down goes your nades. One of those really important pieces of utility that can be used to take out a Rooney Gates. Malusi Banshees. Even the shield that Surf is playing behind her, someone playing behind a mirror window. Axe is trying to push his way up spiral. He'll shoot the cam, that'll reveal his position. The Jaeger playing right next to the double door, and Arrow playing for the cutoff right by the wall as well. He'll see 4 right above the default plant spot as Axe does get the kill upstairs, but there's Arrow with a quick trade. Pox with 1 more down on the site, taking out Oni, and that will yet again just leave Spiker, but instead of a 1v1, it's a 1v3, and Arrow cuts him down from above. Honor take round number 4 and tie up the score 2-2.
Honor were just simply not cleared out at all. I mean, Project Neo, they were doing their best, obviously, whenever they tried to get rid of people. Those people usually rotated out and just came back later, and that's what we definitely saw with Wolves. He's a big proponent of that, and just really the simple fact, Crow, that they just didn't go upstairs at all. And whenever they had upstairs control, they didn't get into Projector. They basically just had vending and top spiral, and that was really it. And they got aggressed on from that position. They got predicted, and Honor were just able to hold off. That right there, ladies and gentlemen, is a really good lesson of why you should not just ignore a top floor hold. So, and I mean, all credit to Honor. That man was secure. They really secured Projector. You know those like Twitter pictures of like, God, I can't remember who always does it. It's usually either DP or Forrest. Just posting pictures of them gripping chicken sandwiches really hard. Like, that's really what happened inside Projector.
DP
it really
did that
is
with
awful.
sushi, bro. How are you going to do that with sushi?
Wait, he did?
Yeah. He was getting sushi with his girlfriend, and he was like, damn, the sushi kind of busting. And he was just, like, gripping a sushi roll.
Don't disrespect
He's getting, like, the eel
that.
sauce all over his hands.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Now I'm hungry for sushi. You know what?
I'm always hungry for sushi.
I mean...
Defuse a bomb.
Are you going to order sushi during the cast?
For making vouch that I'm on my phone right now.
All right. Well, while you do that,
I'm kidding.
Indy is going to almost get spawn peaked. He's down to just about half HP. Luckily for Neo, this is not a lobby defense, so they're not going to have to worry about, leaving Surf in meeting and having him kill everyone that tries to walk through the front door, but you do have players upstairs anyway. It is yet again a 3-tiered roam here from Honor. First time that Neo had to deal with it, they dealt with it accordingly. It was a pretty swift take, but Honor are playing this a hell of a lot more aggressively. Arrows just swinging windows. You've even got Surf inside of admin just challenging on the windows as the Mozzie doesn't have a C4 to play with, so we can't go for the patented gunner C4 onto the window over the filing cabinet. The Spiker has already moved in. He's taking this control away and making sure that Surf can. Buccaneer for a free pick, holding Arrow's crossfire right now through Connector. And speaking of, Arrow gets the first pick. Down goes Indy. You're sledged dead on a garage attack. That is not the operator you want to lose. And of course, Surf still being undroned gets a second on the Spiker. 2 unanswered picks, just like the previous round, and Honor are in a massive advantage.
Axe needs to get this refrag. He also doesn't know that Surf is seeing top spiral. What? Surf is not seeing top spiral. He's dead now. His JJ takes down 2. He rotated at the last second. That was really weird. But yeah, it's going to be 3 versus 3. So even though Honor Project Neo just made so many light mistakes whenever it came to their droning, Project Neo were able to claim back 2 kills from that cutoff position from JJ Blast. If you get a heat map on that entire, like, if you get a heat map on this game so far, I'm pretty sure JJ's heat map would just 100% be just some big massive dot sitting inside or outside of lobby. He's going to look for a third frag as, I think that was Pox. No, Arrow rotates out of bathroom hatch, so he deals a lot of damage and is able to get away scot-free. 3 versus 3, though. Project Neo, they have a lot more time than they did last time they cleared the top floor, but the question is, what can they really do with it? Indy is dead. Axe is the only one with breach capabilities, and he's going to get the key positions, but obviously at what cost? Right now, Honor are just biding their time. The wall isn't going to get opened, but no, actually does. So this is looking really decent here for Project Neo, but with the positions that Honor have, they have so much potential whenever it comes to retaking this. And they've also... Wait, they haven't gotten the wall open for a vault. Oh, yes, it is. It is open for a vault. But the problem is that it's gassed off, and if Oni wants to go into this, he's going to have to make a really slow vault, as you can see, and just completely commit to it. He's going to be covered here by Axe, but Axe dies to Arrow. It's only down to one man, and that's Oni. He'll take down one, looking for a second, but simply not enough time. Even if he is able to get this, which he won't, it'll be an Honor round. Good stuff there from Pox, and good stuff there from the rest of Honor, making their time work. And it's going to be, I believe, the Honor lead.
Yep. 3-2 for Honor, one more round and a half. And there's two very key points in that round. One, the Roam, taking out probably the two best operators that you were hoping for. You take out Indy, you take out Spiker, Sledge, and Ash. Two really important soft breach operators. They've got nades. They've got those breaching rounds as well, so you protect a lot of the Banshees, any shields on site, etc. And the time being wasted by those two roamers was incredible as well. Hats off to JJ for being able to find them both, but at the end of the day, when it comes time for the execute and the transition, Pox on the Cade, Electroclaw tricking two of Oni's Selmas. 2/3 of the hard breach. Only one avenue was able to be opened all the way on, I believe that's panel 1, I think, right? That's panel 1. Because it's panel 1 through 3 from the attacker's perspective. So you're only able to open one vault hole on panel 1, and that is just, I mean, that's just not enough. I mean, sure, you have bathroom hatch open, but with literally no one downstairs yet to join you, you just have like one trying to come down yellow and one dead outside breach because Pox just caught JJ with a pre-fire. There's not a lot you can do there. Honor have now strung together 2 rounds in a row to finally take their first lead of the map. They're going to try and go ahead and complete that flawless 3-site rotation on Archives Tellers, the site we have not seen yet. And actually, this looks almost like the aerial hold.
Whoa.
Well, I said it looked almost like the aerial holds. I mean, of course, there's a lot of very key differences. I'm just talking about the fact that, you know, Mozzie and Surf are playing. One is disconnected from site and one was upstairs. But just like that, you lose Arrow right off the spawn. And that is a C4 operator dead. I mean, sure, under normal circumstances, it's like, we lost a C4. Man, that freaking sucks. But every explosive on this site counts. So just being able to rip away one, that is a very important pick for Neo.
Yeah, Arrow was playing with a lot of utility there, and he played a really dangerous game and lost. Surf will take down Indy, however, the nades will get traded out for his earlier kill. But Neo, I mean, walking away. Actually, this is quite an even trade. You lose nades on the side of Neo while also losing a C4. That is pretty even. Indy's gone, and there's no more nades left, so they're not going to be able to clear out this pulse as easily. That's like the key of this entire round comes down to how Oreo plays this, like, with his cardiac sensor. I'm assuming that he is going to be all the way downstairs. Like, pray to God he's all the way downstairs, just hunker down inside of sight, letting the rest of the team, like Surf, do the dirty work. But, I mean, he's going to be so important. And with Indy down, the only easy way of getting rid of this pulse is, well, it's shooting him. You can't catch him out in a position where he's going to be static. You're going to have to shoot him, and that's never a good sign.
Actually, important note on that. Something that I find is really underrated. Normally on an Archives Tellers hold like this, there's no Jaeger. You can stun lock the pulse.
You can also do that.
You can do that. You can force him off the sensor, and even when you rip the C4, if you're caught mid-rip, it'll put the C4 away. So if you don't have hard intel, it can be pretty tough to get that anti-plant. Oni's, speaking of anti-plant, looking to just walk right into the tellers and see if he can start getting that plant down, which he will. Oreo's right underneath him, though. It seems like they've got the ping. C4 up from Pox. Is it in time? Just narrowly. Less than a second left on that defuse. They'll take one of those nitro cells out of action. JJ trying to bait more. Impacts go up as well. All the explosives being thrown at him. 2 seconds left on the plant. There's the denial from Oreo. Beautiful pulse play. Beautiful C4 play from the rest of his team and comms as well. Now the diffuser being picked up by Spiker. I mean, Neo are just not doing anything to try and stop this. Axe takes out one, but there's the trade from Pox. 2 players on top Spiral. It's just the Ash in a 1 versus 3. 14 seconds left. He's got the yellow ping on the mirror's position. Here's the swing. There's the kill, but it's still a 1 versus 2. And they've still got this intel for Surf to play off of. It's got to stick the plant. Shots going from below. And the Vigil gives the Pulse the kill. How nice of Surf. He could see the Ash, but he wanted his Pulse to get on the action as well. Really good C4 play there from the side of Honor. I mean, I don't know why Neo didn't... I mean, Neo just literally didn't do anything to counter it.
Yeah, they just kind of ran it. They really... Yeah, they just ran in. They kind of just ran in, got C4'd one after the other, and were just like, guys, we'll get it down eventually.
They have to run out of C4 at some point.
They did not.
Yeah. So they didn't run out until it was a 1v2.
Yep. And at that point, Surf was nice enough to give the Pulse the freebie.
Yeah, good guy,
So,
Surf. That was also
Surf.
that was Oreo's first kill, I think.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Wow,
that was his second
Oreo,
kill.
you
He got
suck.
he got the C4 earlier too. Wait!
Bomb
Adam,
located by
I
attackers.
love
do
Oreo
you
so
remember?
No.
All right.
Do you want to try again?
Do you remember the Honor Veil game?
There's
The
a
very
lot to
beginning.
remember from that game.
You remember Coastline?
I think I know
Remember?
where this is going.
How frickin' good Oreo was on the zero? I mean, he didn't, I don't remember if he was like killing and stuff, but the zero cam placements from Honor were impeccable. Their flanks were on lock.
Should we
Like,
give
was
a
just-
Attackers are heading out to the
so
was so
let's give an in-depth analysis to the viewers in chat as to how Oreo and Zero in general will fit into the competitive meta of Rainbow Six. So he's obviously being Pro League is being
Nomad
streamed
but
right now.
male.
What?
No, it's Nomad but a dude, and he's got one more.
Well, there's
of
more to
his
that.
things. Yeah,
I mean, there is more to
know.
that, but like, yeah, he is basically a dude nomad. But yeah, so basically, Zero has 4
Nomad
cams.
dude.
No, dude, man, no man. Anyway, he's got 4 cameras, 6 cameras in total, considering his drones, as you can see. And he can basically hold 6 different flanks. He can also use those cameras for utility denial. It isn't commonly used for that unless it's in desperate situations, because he has 1 taser zap, so he can use it for that. But is commonly a pretty good replacement for Nomad, because you can shoot it anywhere and it sticks to walls. You can also see through walls, see through reinforcements, stuff like that. So that's kind of why Zero is that secondary reinforcement. Now,
The attackers
Zero on
bomb
himself,
has been dropped.
he also has the very unique weapon. I'm not sure. I don't remember what it's called. It's like SCK3000. SC3000K. So that's what it's called. And it's basically just an R4C with 2x and angled grip. It's such a good gun, and it's very good in the right hands. So that's what Zero basically is. In the meantime, Spiker and Pox have both gone down. You've lost your Hard Breacher as well as your C4 capabilities. Really good trade here, I would say, for Project Neo, as Thermite is the only Hard Breacher being brought. And no, don't even bring up the Hard Breacher gadget. Project Neo off to a pretty good start, and they still have top floor control.
Yeah, on a site like this, you're gonna be using the hard breach gadget, maybe to like open up bathroom or like the circle hatch or something.
It's literally opening up bathroom.
You're not using it on the main wall. Like, it's just it is simply not enough. And there you go. He's gonna be using it on the circle hatch because they know if they use this on the main breach, it's pretty much just a waste. It's such a small line of sight, especially because the garage is so cluttered, and you're just, I mean, if you try to vault through that, it's just a big bullseye. It's just a, hey, shoot here to the defense. At least it's even man count, but the utility will forever be in Neo's favor, especially with 3 C4s still up. One of them being JJ. He's got the bathroom hatch open. That is the
Wow.
easiest shotgun kill I have seen in my entire life. Great shot there by Surf, though, trying to make his entryway in. Axe is there with a trade as Arrow finds Oni. 2 versus 2 as we've yet again evened the odds, but a great swing by the Mozzie finds a triple kill for Axe. It's just Wolf sees 9 seconds left, barely any time on the clock. He'll swing with the SMG-11, take out one, down goes JJ, but Axe knows all he need do is hide. Behind the white van he goes, but instead he'll swing out. He'll get the kill. He's got the info on the default cam as it was never shot, and it is a 4K for Tyler. Neo, take one back.
God, Axe is so good. Even after a break from comp, you put him on the easy rolls and he does the dirty jobs. Really good stuff from him. Project Neo will start to climb their way back here, trying to equalize themselves into this. This has been a pretty back and forth series. Obviously, Crow, we're on defense now for Project Neo, so there's a lot that they can work with. They're working with Deputy Blast on Mira now. But yeah, thank you. I'm wondering how they're going to... I think... Well, the fact that they have 4 C4s tells me, and the fact that they have 5 C4s and Pulse tells
Wow.
me that Project
Wait.
Neo are going to be going for
Mozzie Barb.
No,
Attackers
I was gonna say impacts on something. Nope, it's all 5 C4s.
Wow, it is!
Circle hatch
Wow.
is open. You can see JJ's immediately going for those. Now you might ask yourself, oh geez, why are they going for the hatch? First of all, you're a moron if you're asking that. But second of all, they're going to be going for a C4 retake strategy. Now, obviously, the thing about main lobby is that it's usually the default plant spot, and the entire floor is hard. You cannot toss a C4 underneath of it. It will not do damage. It'll simply die. So, what you do to compromise is you open up the 2 hatches, the circle desk hatch as well as the closet hatch, and you can toss your C4s up the hatch. One of them, you can see the closet hatch, can also reach the default plant that is currently positioned on the southwest side of the lobby. While you can also deny plant on any other site just by simply C4ing through the floor. The only exception to that is the piano stage. But other than that, you can just simply use the C4 through antechamber floor or use the C4 through the piano floor. So, with 5 C4s and with a pulse, I'm pretty... You'd be... If I was a betting man, it would be safe to bet that they're going to be going for that underneath take.
Yeah, not just the
retake.
pulse, but even if someone, happens to run by and avoid getting shot by JJ, JJ can still give intel behind those mirror windows and just give his team a yellow ping, and there you go. C4 goes up, and boom. It should be a kill.
Oh.
Acts, again, gonna get that opening pick, and down goes your Leon. Goes your Lion. Oreo off the board on a very important roam clearing up with how Neo are holding. Not only is it good for the roam clear, but if it comes down to the plant, you can lock those potential C4 operators in place as well. Make it a little bit easier to get that plant down, at least momentarily. I believe it's a 3-second timer on that Lion scan. Indy is a pocket jammer.
What do you think he's going to use it for?
I would imagine it's like, hey, if they do a Lion scan, I can do a pocket jammer, but now the Lion's dead. And so is Axe. Indy with a great refrag, though. He's looking for another one. He'll deal a little bit of damage to Arrow. Swinging around, though, finally gets traded out. And look at that. Even 3v3. But look at the operators that were taken out. It was your 2 of your top floor roamers, and it was the Mute and the Malusi. You've still got the Pulse. And if any Mozzie drones have been captured, you've still got the Mozzie. And Arrow is low HP. 1:11 still on the clock, and Neo, as of right now, are looking like they're in the advantage.
Yeah, they have that top floor control, using the skeleton key to their advantage as well. And you can see Arrow is going to start to make this push happen down the stairs, looking for anyone that is rotated possibly down. But the only person currently sitting anywhere near off-site, I believe, is Spiker playing top spiral. Or, sorry, that's actually Oni playing spiral. Makes sense, but 47 seconds left. We talked about the C4s. No matter who you kill, you'll always have C4s on the board. And right now, Neo have all 3 ups, so they can really use this to their advantage. You can see that Spiker's also positioned underneath, so the only person on site is JJ, but Oni's doing a really good job of helping him out on that sector. Nay's going to come on through for burn utility. JJ will swing right through it, and Oni will take down Wolfsies. actually rotating over into Z. With 20 seconds left, the C4s are still up in Honor. They're going to have to push against the tide. It doesn't even matter if they're underneath, because JJ and Spiker will claim a kill of their own. And Project Neo will take round number 8 simply off of swinging their mirror windows, as well as holding each other's crosses. They'll tie things up for a piece.
How are you going to bring 5 C4s and win the round without a single C4 kill?
I don't think
Not
a single
even
C4 went off.
C4 throw. Yeah, they didn't even take it out. What? I mean they won the round. I can't blame them, but I'm a little disappointed we didn't get to see anyone get blown up. I'm a little sad. So it started off with a really good top floor roam there. Acts taking out the Lion really eased up that roam, as well as the anchor game heading into the later portion of the execution. Indy was able to trade himself out as well. So you keep it even, you keep it 3v3. And when it comes to your roam, I mean, that's really all you expect from your roamers, is just to go 1-for-1. And even then, most of the time, that's secondary. The primary objective is to waste time. And how much time did those 2 roamers waste? Like a minute 45.
My primary objective is to be happy, and I'm not. I'm never happy.
Yeah, well, it sucks to suck. At that point, Honor didn't really have much to go off of. I mean, they had the buck, but like after they killed Indy, they wasted so much time just kind of mulling about on the top floor. I mean, Wolfsies didn't even get any vert down, so they didn't clear bathroom at all. They didn't clear like above piano or above circle or anything. They just tried to push horizontal like all 3 people down yellow because, I mean, they were pressed for time and, like you said, just played off the mirror windows, and there you go. Easy round for Neo. Really good crossfire being held as well from Zig by I think it was Indy. No, not Indy. Spiker on the Pulse or Oni? One of those two. Whoever the hell it was. Didn't expect them to be there as Pulse. Not gonna lie. Now, Project Neo, they've evened the odds. 4-4.
If you rearrange the words in Oni, you can also make a sound that sounds like Neo. And
Neo.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been looking at his name and thinking about that for a very long time.
Noi.
No. But Crow X has been doing. I was about to say India. Axe has been performing swimmingly for his team. He has been doing God's work for Project Neo, winning a lot of their rounds, clutching a lot of stuff. But in general, this has been an all-around good effort for Neo as a whole. Surf and Arrow, as well as joined by Wolfsies, will attempt to clear out this top floor. They've got drones in, and they've got 2 players sitting inside of admin. They've also got a mirror window. I'm not sure if that's looking into break. No, that's not. So they're giving up this mirror window. JJ's going to drop here, but oh my goodness, Indy actually just rails Pox off of that window. Actually going to take down Wolfsies as well. A 5 versus 3. I honestly thought that Pox had that on locks, but unfortunately Pox on locks did not have that on locks. It's going to be him dead, as well as your soft destruction of Wolfsies.
Dr. Seuss.
That is... Neo, they're going to be up 2 men, and Honor have nothing to show for it. They've lost their soft breach and their hard breach, but they also will down Spiker. One of your C4 is gone, and now you only have Oni remaining. Actually, they can't get him back up, however, so this shouldn't be too much of an issue.
Yeah, that's the most important thing that we gotta focus on. Of course, this is an Archives Tellers defense, and what is the important thing that ties this defense together? It's those C4s from below. However, Neo don't have that pulse. So unless they've got some form of intel in the site, it might not be as easy to deny. Oreo's just going to hop right on top of the table and go for that plant. Spiker doesn't seem to have any clue. This is going to be free. No, you can't let them get away with this plant that easily, Neo. And now it's a post-plant situation. Neo still have the manpower. They're still 2 up, but as Indy falls, and I mean, you take a look at the HP on Neo, this isn't looking so good for the retake, especially with these post-plant positions. Arrow on the top floor, gets another kill. Axe with 1 refrag onto Oreo, but still over the hatches. Arrow, down goes Oni. 2 versus 2, but both the remaining defenders are just 1 HP. Axe is going to go ahead and try getting the stick, but as his teammate falls upstairs, it's all over. Axe gets shot slightly from above, and as he comes off of it, there's Surf for the cutoff. Honor take round number 9 as Neo just let them get away with the plant for free. That is why you need some sort of intel if you're going Archives Tellers. And Neo had nothing.
we kind of talked about Valkyrie Band in terms of where the cams can go outside, and we can see where the cams can also go inside. Now the Maestro Band is also starting to come into effect, considering that Project Neo had neither Valkyrie nor Maestro to work with to get that intel that you were talking about, and they decided not to bring the Pulse. And it's not the fact that they can't play Pulse, they played him literally just the last round, but the fact that they just didn't have intel, and maybe they didn't expect, I mean, I hate to say this, they might have just been using the C4 as a backup, you know, just as a plan where it's like, oh, we're not going to lose top floor. They rotated out, got 2 kills, and that should have been that. That should have just been round. But Honor were able to get themselves inside, they claimed 2 kills, and that backup plan suddenly became all that Neo had. And of course, it didn't work out. Project Neo are now going to be down once again. Question is can they get themselves back up? Because, you know, this has been a pretty equal man count game. This has been a pretty equal game. And Neo, they're not looking, you know, with Axe, they're looking pretty good.
Just learned that not Sod R6 is gold.
I'm not surprised.
He is in Challenger League, ladies and gentlemen. That's why, you know, if you're just gold, but you know, you gotta.
How are you
How are
you gonna be on Hard Breach in Challenger League and also drop Gasher numbers in ranked? Like, pick a struggle, man.
Wow. Gasher also was gold at one point. He was a gold 1, like a 0.9.
That was the season I hit Diamond. I was officially better than Gasher for a season.
Gasher made it to Plat 3 in like the last week of the season or something.
Yeah.
It was pretty. Neo again are going to be going down to the garage where they were very successful thanks to a 4K by Axe. Is he on the roam again? Who is he? Mozzie? I can't tell by the silhouettes. Can you tell? He is! Thank you, Christopher Uzumaki Valdez. Axe is indeed on the roam, supported here by Spiker. Runs straight past the spiral stairs. He's a man on a mission. He's just sprinting all the way around. He'll use his C4. It will miss. We'll have to rotate back to the site soon, as I mean, Neo aren't even contesting this, and it's still taking a minute for Honor to actually get in the building.
Honor, if anything, are a team that are able to make their time work, however, so question is what are Project Neo going to do to really push against it? Spiker will plop a C4, not sure where that was, but it'll break and find absolutely nothing. Now Neo are confined to their downstairs roam. Nobody is going to be playing offsite as far as I can tell, and Project Neo are just going to get pushed back. Well, they actually still have... Is that JJ playing in bathroom? That is. So they still have JJ in bathroom, looking at God knows what. Currently just trying to fix a leak in the pipes or something, but yeah, Honor, they're gonna try and get him out of here. He's really the only piece of, you know, the only piece of the puzzle that Honor are missing. He'll drop, actually. Surf, unfortunately, those angles are way too low here in Oreo, and Surf wasn't able to capitalize on top of that. But 50 seconds left. Project Neo have lost downstairs control, and Wolfseys is, well, he should be starting to get to work.
Look at how much time there's left. It's only 40 seconds, so once he starts going to work, he's not really going to be able to do a lot of it. Not with the time he's got left. Indy and Axe, in fact, are inside of Archives for whatever reason. I guess just waiting for them to try and push backside. JJ will get the lead-off kill, and look at that. We were talking about Wolfseys going to work and that he won't really be able to make much happen because of the time, but he'll just get clocked out early by the C4 of JJ. Arrow's gonna get one refrag, though, to even the odds as the breach is now open, but only 15 seconds left. Surf now low on HP, trying to push down Yellow. He'll miss the cutoff, but Oni goes down to the breach anyway. But Pox is dead. That's Diffuser gone. Surf with 1 kill, Spiker with a refrag. It's a 2 versus 2. Oreo's gotta get this plant down. Arrow's gotta drop the hatch for cover, but he's dead, and this could all be over. Oreo's gonna complete the plant, though, but can he get away? He gets one! He's looking for the second. It's a 1v1. Indy versus Oreo. The Mav versus the Jaeger, but Oreo's stuck behind White Van. Indy should know exactly where he is. He's going to come down the black car. Both players will miss some shots. And he's going to get a little bit aggressive, but he's got to reload. He'll take the prone angle, shooting at the corpse. Oreo should know exactly where he's peeking around. Both players still whiffing all of their shots. Oreo can now play for time. The clock is not on Indy's side, but the pistol is out from Oreo, and he'll lose the fight. Indy with the 1v1. And look at that. What a team player, won't even secure the kill. He'll just stick the defuse, and Neo will yet again even the odds, 5-5.
Disabled by defenders. Bomb defusing attempt failed.
That was ringing around the rosy, and that was the entire round. That it came down to that 1 versus 1. The fact that Oreo won that gunfight there was wow. Wowie. That was crazy. I honestly should not have won that, but Project Neo are going to be up around yet again. It's those small little things that can really transform how how a round goes. That was definitely one of them. So, Honor. I mean, they've been playing pretty good. They've gotten their post plants on lock. They've definitely understood how to play this map against Neo. But the fact that Oreo, unfortunately, was in a 2 versus 1 really put Honor into a situation that they simply could not win. And Neo, they'll bounce back.
I think
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
honestly, a really important thing that
Attackers
people might not
discover the
think
location
is
of a
as
bomb.
important, but definitely contributed, is during that 1v1, Oreo was playing that really well. He knows that, okay, Indy is by sandwich. I can't go out the breach. I just have to play behind white man. This is my only option. He plays just aggressively enough to make Indy second guess his push. Just keeps peeking out over and over and over again. But the round clincher is that because Oreo has to play the time, he has to keep peeking out and delaying Indy, that he doesn't have the time to reload.
Attackers'
Indy
objective
does.
is to defuse a bomb.
You're taking a fight with Mav's pistol against a fully loaded 416. I feel like that was the big difference maker in the fight. If Oreo just had reloaded when he had the time to reload, because I mean he's stuck between a wall and a van, like you're not gonna feel safe reloading. It's perfectly understandable that he didn't, but if he did, if he knew that he had the time to, I think he wins that fight.
Man, Face It or I want Face It to release the comms, man. I want to hear the trash talk. I want to hear the trash talk so bad. They really fumbled not releasing that.
I keep seeing the clips of the players just shouting at each other, but there's
Yeah.
no audio, and it's like, man, only I could hear it.
No.
All right,
But-
not SOD R6. I am literally also in CL. All right, man.
Well,
You
I'm
nerd.
also not in CL because.
Well, you're underage. It's okay. You have an excuse.
Thanks, man. Well, Project Neo got quite the extensive hold. Wolfseas is actually looking to brute force this bathroom by trying to get rid of him from underneath. Now, obviously, with bathroom there is some soft, but there also is a lot of hard floors, so he doesn't really have much to work with. Surface looking for the ankle. Oh,
Wow.
that's tragic for JJ. Beautiful droning from Honor. The depth will go down here. Smoke is gone, and that is a huge kill. But Oni and Spiker, in response, will take a kill of their own. Spiker, he has diffuser. Why is there diffuser inside
He just
piano?
walked
Where's the
through the
coverage?
smoke.
The coverage is completely gone here from Honor. Arrow's gonna try and retake
What?
top floor here. He's got a lot to fight against as he's gonna look to drop the hatch maybe. But in a 4 versus 3 and diffuser control supremely in the hands of Project Neo. But Surf, he'll take down Spiker. That's diffuser control gone. Surf yet another. Make it his third. He'll take down Indy. Axe and Oni are the last 2 remaining. And Wolfseas has the diffuser. The only people that can deny this now are that Pulse and that Doc. Oni's gonna drop here, but he's not gonna be in time to deny the plant with his C4. We are now in a post-plant scenario, and it's just Oni with a 1 versus 3 against the world with an uphill takedown. Surf just needs 2 more. Double kill in his hands. It's a player sitting inside a piano and also inside of stage. He'll take down Arrow, but with so little HP, he certainly doesn't win this against a C8. Not today, not ever, but can he do it? They have constant pings on him, but Oni's in. C4 is going to be ripped, and Wolfseas will swing it. Honor take round number 11. These rounds have been coming down to 1 versus 1s, and Honor are simply on top of things. They're going to be going to match point. Might this be the dreaded infinite overtime coming upon us soon.
Wow. Valiant attempt there from Oni, but Surf stepping up and saving the hell out of that round. Plant attempt came through right after Surf gets the opening pick, right? They figure, all right, everyone else on Neo is either below or they're up top. There's no one on the site. Let's go for it. But when you plant and smoke like that, when you smoke yourself to go for the plant, you're pretty much painting a target there. You're like, hey, shoot somewhere in the smoke and you'll get me. And what happened? Well, Spiker got him. I think it was, who was that? That Pox that was planting? Someone. Whoever was planting. Spiker was able to just walk in and finish it off. But Surf, still being unabated, gets that kill into sight and finds Indy on the flank. I'm going to be honest, not quite sure why Indy went for the flank down yellow instead of just keeping the pressure on the man in console, because dying there means top floor goes in the favor of Honor. Neo have to rotate down a different way. Jackal is able to get into the site. And Wolfseas is able to plant under the cover. That was really interesting positioning there from Neo in the 3 versus 3. That could have definitely been done better. Oni, though, a valiant attempt. Unfortunately, just taking way too many bullets. Just 1 HP. Throwing that C4, leaving himself exposed. Wolfseas chose the perfect time to peek. So hats off to him. Hats off to Oni and Surf as well. Honor, like you said, they confirm that map point. We're going to need this round to decide whether we have a winner or whether we're going to Infinite OT.
Infinite OT can be a really difficult challenge, and what a way to start us off as Arrow goes down. Oreo also does too. Wait a sec, they're just gonna stick to plant. Wolfseas takes down Echo as well. They have no plant denial. C4's gonna rip it, it's not gonna land. Pox takes down Oni, and this rush has all of a sudden worked out. It's only up to Spiker in a 1 versus 4. How has this happened? I was looking at it and I was like, wait, Oreo, DMR. Aruni's not alive! It doesn't matter. Honor take round number 12. No Infinite OT, I guess. That's round. That's game. The rush strategy works out there. And what a way to start. Honor just throw themselves inside.
Well, high risk, high reward, I guess. That was a risky ass play. And they just got in for free. 17 and 8 for Surf, 11 for Arrow, 13 for the sub of Axe.
Axe is so good.
That was an impressive last round, to say the least. I mean, I was literally writing down notes, and then the bomb was planted.
I looked at the kill feed and I was like, wait a sec, they don't have an Aruni, because I saw the Mark 14 kill, and I was like, wait a sec. Wait, he's planting. Like, I was like, it's like, I forgot what the site was for a second.
It was like the freeze frame, like the freeze frame. You're probably wondering how I got. Oh yeah, that was quite the blitz round there from Honor. I mean, hey, go big or go home. They needed that round. They probably figured, hey, it's been a it was a 4-2 defensive half for Honor. If Neo get the same defensive half, it might be trouble in OT if Honor didn't start defense. But they decided, hey, we're just going to walk in. And sometimes that works, especially against a team like Neo. If you notice that their prep time is going on for a little bit long, and with how structured they play, I mean, a rush, if well executed, is the perfect big-ass wrench to get thrown into their plans. So really good stuff by Honor in that last round, and I mean, just across the entire map. Surf has been insane. I remember when he was on 7 Spades in CCS, and they got dogged on. I mean, they were very simply not good. And then all of a sudden, he's on Honor, and he's in Challenger League, and he's putting up numbers like this. If he can keep that going throughout CL, I can definitely see Honor being a top.
Yep, Surf, definitely, you know, I haven't cast him very long. I don't, you know, haven't seen him too much, but he's definitely, you know, I know him now. I sure as hell know him now. What a stunning performance from him and both Axe on both Honor and Neo. But unfortunately for Axe, his efforts did not come to fruition. So, very unfortunate, but Be going to map number 2 of Kafe. Not as bad as Consulate. It's basically just Consulate, but better. But yeah, this is, you know, the chance that Neo have to try and reclaim what they have. Because right now, you know, Neo, this is a very important game for them. Like, if they lose this game, no points at all, they're going to be stuck in 5th place. And that means no playoffs. This is a very, very important game for them. And even just taking a 1-1 tie will put them above both PDHM and Synthetic.
Yep. So yeah, like you said, really important. But if we want to go ahead and look at the map stats, you see just how high of a rating Surf had. A 1.65.
That is insane.
He's even got a little star next to his name. Look at that. That's how you know he's the GOAT. +9. 83% cost. 83.
That
83, Adam.
That is just simply insane. Like,
That is incredible. And the stats are wrong. Oreo had 3 plants. You put some respect on that man's name. How dare you, stats analyst people? I don't know who it was, but I have it written down in my notes, so that means I'm right. He planted for free as IQ in the archives round. He planted Raj 1v2, and he planted during the rush strat. Some respect on Oreo's name. That he is a delicious cookie. On the other side of the board, you got Acts 1.27, not too shabby. Arrow as well, 11 and 8. But I mean, look at how even the entire board is from Honor. The only person who's negative is Oreo, and he's got, there it is. There we go. It's updated. He's got 3 plants. So basically, if you turn plants into kills, he's even. And that's what you want from your support. Excellent job to Oreo. Unfortunately, other than Acts, the rest of Neo were kind of shaky. Actually, that's really funny how every single one of them have 10 deaths. That's kind of funny. Also, I'm pretty sure Acts was 3-0 on entry. Yeah. Yeah, we're missing the extra 3 because see, it's 12 rounds, and we only have 9.
Well, it says +3 next to Acts.
Oh yeah, okay. I didn't notice.
So I think I think it's just a bug.
See, that's how you know my notes are good. I can fact check the stats, people.
That's why we write notes, people.
Azul and Grave. Furry and ex-coach.
If you ever wonder why we write notes, that's why. But anyways, Project Neo versus Honor. We're not done just yet. Don't hit your brakes here. Neo still have a lot to recover here. They can win a map, whether in OT and or in just normal regulation, and they'll be up into playoffs. So this is a really important game for them to see where their future lies within SCS. For Honor, this means first place. Actually, it means tied for first place. But other than that, we'll be right back.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to our last map of the night between Neo and Honor. If you missed map number 1, it was a heater, 7-5, really close contest between Honor. Hell of a lot of exciting rounds and clutches, too. That was a pretty damn good Consulate. And now we move on to Kafe. Honor win their own map pick. So, you know, if you're Neo, you're just like, we took them close. It was their map pick, whatever. But now we really got to turn on the burners. Got to take Kafe, because if we go home with 0 points tonight, or even just 1 point, that's not going to be great looking to the rest of the season.
Right. This is a really important game here for Project Neo. They absolutely need this, because otherwise they're going to have a very tall mountain to climb in order to make it into playoffs. Their group is very close, so they can definitely secure this, but it's got to be against Honor, and Honor's a very tough nut to crack. Kafe, we're going to be going to, and Neo, I think, have defense. So, no, Honor have defense.
No, Honor
wow.
have defense.
So this is going to be quite tough for Neo, but if there's anyone that can make it work, it is the Deputy and his crew.
Yeah, the Deputy is, of course, the bane of T3 with his stuff. It's really funny. They look pretty good with Axe, despite him being a sub and Indy being on the team for like a day. So, you know, we saw how they performed on Consulate. We'll see if they can keep that consistent on Kafe. A little bit more of a structured map, but not really by all that much. It can still be a swinger be swung kind of run and gun kind of style. We'll have to see how the bans work out. This is another map where you see Nomad bans a lot, Valkyrie bans a lot. The first one,
Ooh.
just like we saw in the NAL, except this time, instead of Clubhouse, it's Kafe. It's going to be that Sledge ban. Not only is he a really good soft breacher on this map, but you also take off an important set of nades. And if you plan on playing a lot of Castle, that's a really good ban. So I wonder if that's going to give us a little bit of insight onto how Honor are planning to defend. And meanwhile, there's Neo with that Nomad ban. That means 0 is probably going to be played a lot by Honor. Interested to see whether or not Neo decide to bring the 0 or the Gridlock, because they're both viable options on Kafe. First ban is... Why?
That is really interesting. They have Thatcher.
Maybe they want to free up the attacking spot and not bring a Thatcher? I don't know. That's
I think
that's a
literally
question mark.
just at the fact that Sledge has been banned and at the fact that Cade isn't up, I still think Thatcher's going to be played. That is interesting, though. Sledge ban is going to be gone. I mean, we're starting to notice a little bit more off bans, and really, if you want to make an impact in the game, it is to ban those off bans. You know, just throw a team off guard with a composition that they would never expect to be banned. Sledge is a really good operator in this meta because Buck has lost his nades for God knows what reason, and Sledge, he's kind of become that primary soft destruction. He's got it all, but to see him off the board, he's got nothing left.
It's going to be a reading defense first here. And as Valkyrie has not been banned, she will be played almost every single round. You know how you did the whole Consulate thing? It's like, this is Kafe.
Like this?
Same thing.
Basically the exact
same thing. You throw one cam out, you can see 2 sides of the building. It is, except instead of kind of like a rectangle, Kafe is almost a perfect square. So, you know, Valkyrie, very powerful, especially with no Nomad, which means, you know, runouts and rotates galore. No flank watch, in fact, from Neo. They'll, of course, have the Buck to substitute in for the Sledge. And for nades, they'll have the Iana, who received an incredible buff in the offseason. She now has the Gone 6. She is basically another Ashe, except she's also got Geminis. So Neo are going to opt to bring both, and the Zofia on top of that. So they've caught a triple entry threat. I mean, even depending on how you play the Iana and the Buck, it could even be a quadruple entry right now with JJ supporting on that Ace.
Yeah, Ace is obviously really good because he has a really good gun and Surf. What a way to start us off here. He's been a very powerful player last game, and he's going to only start out now, taking down Oni on the Buck. Your soft destruction completely gone, and one of those things that we talk about, you know, is Buck. You know, you don't expect to lose Buck this early. So Neo, they're going to have to put some utility into opening those hatches. Utility they thought that they never would need to. What an interesting start.
That is probably, that's the opening pick that you're looking for on a defense like this. So, I mean, you've got breaching charges on Spiker, but he's going to use one of them, I think, to open those hatches like you talked about. Every breaching charge that Spiker has to use to open a hatch is one less that he can use for the vertical play. So, really, really good stuff from Honor, and we're only a minute into the first round of map 2.
Really stunning how they got that lucky.
Yeah, like, that is just super unfortunate for Neo. And they've got the C4 potential from below. Indy gets blown sky high. Perfect throw from Pox already. 2 frags for Honor. No response from Neo.
I'm really not surprised if Neo are already looking into the next round because this is such a horrible start from them. No nades and no soft destruction. The Buck was such an influential pick. And might as well just tack on the nades. Just because why not? Just for effect. Neo, I mean, they've lost so much early on. This is absolutely huge for Project Neo. For Honor looking into this next round. Arrow's going to fall off. And Neo. I mean, they still got Wolfsies above as well. They have no idea he's here. Wolfsies! Oh, no!
Wolfsies!
The freest of bees!
What?
Is also...
Spiker! What?
He's alive.
What?
I don't...
What the hell
Shout
just
out-
happened?
Shout out R6Uzu, at R6Uzu on Twitter for catching
All of that. Like,
dumb bull crap that just happened. I don't know what to say. I really don't. Wolves.
okay.
Okay. Might as well. I mean, okay. I don't even want to know what's going on in the mind of that man.
It's a 3v4 now. 30 seconds left. Spiker's still only 1 HP, but JJ's going to start getting that plant down. Is there any denial at all? The shot's ringing out. A C4 misses, and JJ's just going to continue it. Cover from Pillar, and that's 1 kill as Axe finds 1. Pox with a trade, and the plant will not be stuck. JJ will unfortunately get taken down, as does his support inside a Pillar. Pox retaking above denies that plant. And that was a mess of a round, to put it lightly.
Yeah, that was... I mean, we kind of saw, Honor, they were supposed to take that round from the start, but then it turned into one of the most interesting gunfights I think I've ever seen there from Wolfsies, not only getting away with no kill there, but also his keyboard unplugged. And now we have a fuse, and here we are.
Are they going to stick that? Is JJ... I mean,
not.
JJ would bring it. Okay.
The death.
I'm a little sad.
From one AK-12 to another.
Well, we got Thatcher now.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
I don't really know why. Because you're against, there's no Cade, there's no Bandit, there's no Mute. And you've got plenty of utility denial to deal with the shields and the Malusis. And...
Well, I mean, Thatcher's also just good on his own.
I mean, yeah, but like, just bring it.
No,
10 seconds left before.
because Spiker's on Thatcher.
Just bring Ash, man.
No.
Just don't need the Thatcher.
Yes, you do.
For what?
For burning a Rooney case. They don't have it.
They don't have it, Rudy.
For burning Malusis. And I hate Malusi. So any opportunity to counter, one of the worst operators ever developed is a great opportunity. And I would take it over
you have
a really important operator that can deny the shield playing inside of VIP as well as deny other utility as well as those Malusis that we were talking about previously.
Yeah, I don't get it. I mean, hey, you can EMP the Valk cam in sight. That's cool.
I mean, I guess it does spark. Does it make a noise whenever it gets disabled?
I think so. I think it's quiet. You can EMP the bulletproof cams.
You remember when Thatcher used to just be able to destroy utility?
Yeah, just one throw wouldn't disable. It would just
destroy everything.
Yep.
What a time to be alive.
That was when Thatcher was certifiably just busted, but we were all just so used to it that we didn't say anything until Yubi was like, hey, hear us out. what if we make Thatcher not overpowered anymore? And we were like,
What?
and then he was still banned every game anyway.
Because he is still overpowered.
Yeah.
And we're just figuring it out now.
It took like 4 years for people to figure out that Thatcher was very good. Like, I don't know. Wow.
Ooh. That's a new one. Just kidding. It's not. You should have known about that, Honor. Or Neo.
Yeah, like, if you can see the corner of the floor right by the hatch open, like, you gotta expect that.
Yeah, that's a yikes. And they used an entire Selma on that. They're not gonna get that back. They actually used 2 Selmas. Tell me JJ didn't place both Selmas on the hatch.
Well, doesn't matter because you can't open it anyway. Axe does get the first kill, though. As Arrow goes down, and Axe actually gets a second, just staring through the restaurant window, I guess. Sure. You can't open the hatch anymore, but you get 2 picks on the Jaeger and the Valkyrie. Looking for another one, though. There's Pox from reception. He's able to find one, but it's a triple kill now for the Zofia. 4 versus 2. Neo have somehow flipped this round on its head, and there's a whole 30 seconds for them to play with. They'll spot surf inside of Harry Potter as well. There'll likely be an attacker to meet him soon. They're now droning out the site, trying to find where Oreo is playing, and he's all the way by the corner, by the bakery wall, by the default plant spot, should they be pushing that bakery wall. JJ's going to start getting his breach down. His Surf actually super short. He's Oni on.
10 seconds to go. Attackers drop.
Ringing, and JJ's going to plant right behind the bomb chassis, but Oreo takes him out. It's a quad kill for Axe. There's only a second left. They've got to try and find him, but no, Axe gets shut down. Indy has to stick it, and that's an easy cleanup for the smoke. Oreo with a huge round, denying Axe of the ace. And Honor take round number 2.
The shot heard around the world. It was a simple... And that was it. Round was over. Round was chalked. And Axe wasn't able to claim a very important kill. I am in... Wow. Complete disbelief that just happened. What a way. What a way to win the entire round there. Honor are going to be up 2-0. Stunning starts from them. Obviously, it wasn't the dominant start we saw last round where the Buck was dead first in a second floor hold. But regardless, it's a round off of the back of Oreo.
I mean, the Buck didn't really do much anyway.
Well, I was talking about round 1.
Yeah, I mean.
Well, the Buck
I
should have
like,
done something, so
yeah,
JJ blasted and used 2.
Yeah, I was more
Selmas
talking
on
about
a hatch. That was impact tricky.
I was more talking about despite being alive this round, he didn't really do much anyway with the vert. I mean, just because they didn't have time. Good try from Axe, but holy hell, Oreo. Sheesh.
Yeah, that was excellent from
That was
Oreo.
insane. Dude, that first burst on the JJ, man, that was rough. That was rough for Neo. JJ tried to like sneak in and like back up into the plant spot, and the back of his head just exploded. That was insane play from Oreo. No, Oreo's the hard support. He doesn't get a lot of love, but when he does, I make sure to give it to him. That was incredible stuff from him. And now, Honor lead 2-0. That should have, honestly, that was shaping up to be 2-0, and then Act said no, and then it was looking like it was going to be 1-1, but then Oreo said no louder.
He said no louder.
Yeah. So Honor, they're going to be looking to do this perfect site rotation. It's going to be Cocktail, but not taking the sledge and forcing you onto the Buck. I wonder if Neo are going to be going for a... Yep, it looks like Neo are going for a Cocktail take.
Wolfseas is going to have to be forced to rotate down into Freezer here. Wolfseas is very good at this. He's able to rotate his way out and basically not lose his life and also play his life later. Really important player here is Wolfseas. I mean, Roamer, it's excellent whenever it comes to wasting time. Pox might walk away with a freebie and make it stylish as well. Indy falls 3rd time. Not a single kill for him. Nades are gone, and Indy, throughout this entire series, has just been having to battle against Honor, who are just constantly finding him in these situations where he's getting opening fragged. Really got to reconsider your positioning, Indy, because that, I mean, with nades on the line, got to be careful with how you treat yourself. Yeah, I mean, he's been open fragged way too much with this much utility.
Yeah, Iana is a, like, when she came out, she was good. Now she's great. And you just cannot be losing her for free like that.
Especially with Aruni as well, and how he can burn Aruni's with his hologram.
Yep. I mean, and just the fact that you have free intel plus still having 2 drones is like huge. Like Iana is just so good now to not be getting any use out of her before she's dying. She is not the walk in and try and get a frag operator that she never really was, but people would treat her like that. Now you can do that even less so. I mean, on the bright side for Neo, the buck down below has forced the defenders to completely evacuate Cocktail. I mean, you saw from the overhead that Uzumaki just showed us. Nobody is playing in the A-bomb site. Everybody on the defense is somewhere else, whether it be Bar, whether it be Freezer, Piano, Pixel, Cigar, wherever. This could potentially be a plant opportunity for Neo, but oh, look at this long angle. Honor have adjusted accordingly. If they try and swing through that Cocktail window, they'll surely be dead at the hands of Surf and whoever else is in Freezer. Long angle as well, all the way from New Balk. Arrow finds one. It's another one for Wolf. Sees his Axe finally finds a frag back, but his Oni goes down. It's just the Zoph in a 1 versus 4. Not much you can do.
For Axe.
Yeah, I mean, he was really the only person in any sort of position to get kills, because everyone else was just trying to come up with pells, and Pox just shuts him down. Honor, perfect site rotation, 3-0, as Neo's attacks have just not looked confident.
No. Not at all. And Project Neo, they're starting to pay the ultimate price, and that is in round counts. 3 rounds to 0 on the side of Honor. And Neo, I mean, man, just no response. Axe has been putting up great numbers for them. But it's not enough. I mean, to be fair, it's really never enough. Sometimes, no matter what you do, no matter how many kills you get, you can see, sometimes all that progress can be wiped away. Hence, Axe dropped like 13 kills on Consulate just to lose. Yeah, this has been a really tough game here for Neo. Not for Axe, though. Really good performance from him. We need to talk about utility, though. We absolutely need to talk about utility whenever it comes to Project Neo. They have been losing their utility early on so much. Most of that can come down to the hands of Indy. He's lost, loses a lot of his nades most of the time. Sometimes he loses soft destruction. But in general, Honor has just been finding the right picks at the right time. Getting rid of really high utility operators very early on. Is that the fault of luck? Is that the fault of the player? Who knows? It's still brutal for Honor. Or for Neo. It is brutal. But
yeah,
Honor, they're not in just yet. This isn't, the end for Project Neo, but like you talked about, with 3 points on the line and a playoff spot, this isn't the start that you want.
Yeah, already 3 down, and Indy is going to swap off the Iana onto the Zero. Onto the flank watch. Love to see Zero. We'll see what he does with it. Here's that dreaded Valve outside, and you can see 2 sides of the building complete. Be able to see, I believe, the Ash of Spiker start to run through. Whether or not Surf opts to actually jump out is a different story, but Wolf sees is just
Axe is pissed. Axe is absolutely pissed.
He's gonna shoot Axe through the barricade. Did he see Axe's feet?
I don't know. I feel like you couldn't see through there. That's
maybe
insane.
Maybe there's a Valcam.
It's also possible.
I don't know. Either way, Axe just got shut down by a suppressed DMR on a Rooney with a reflex.
That is an absolutely stunning start here from Honor. Taking down your most powerful player. Tack on another! Spiker loses the upside down repel against the Valkyrie. And this is... I hate to say it. This is not an optimal start, however. Wolfseas turns away at the wrong time. Opening pick for Neo. Oh, and a beautiful shot there from JJ. Takes down Oreo, but Oreo also takes down him. And Pox has constant intel. This is going to be Deputy Blast going down, as it seems. Because not only are Oni and Neo, or not only are Oni and Indy in no position to pick them up, but also they just have the intel. Pox is going to be able to cover this and Diffuser as well. This is This is rough. This is really rough. Surf will take down JJ, who was in a position where he was basically not getting picked up at all. But this is exhausting for Neo. I mean, certainly they're just getting killed whenever they push barely anything. Other than that, good kill from Indy. They'll have above control, but at what cost? Oni's not going to be able to work with much here, as obviously there's only 2 players. Those 2 players can spread themselves pretty thin to the point where verticality doesn't matter. And Surf is upstairs as well. They haven't cleared him out. This could be really detrimental here for both Indy and Oni, because they're not droning. You can see it, they're just not. And Surf has this intel. The swing from Prazer, it'll take down 1. Surf looking for a 4th, but Indy will take him down instead. 20 seconds left, and Pox is completely off site. Indy had that last second peek there. He could have possibly seen Pox, but he's got the Echo drone. Oh, it's the faded Echo drone here. Pox just has to play safe. They've got the intel on Indy. Pox just needs to find his Echo drone. Oh no!
Oh no!
Wait, Pox!
Pox! Oh.
He's gonna deny it in just a split second, and Indy's gonna lose the round. Project Neo.
Operators, you are out of time.
Not a single round for them.
4 in a row. Great hold upstairs from Honor. Good site presence as well. Denying that Zove her entry. Taking out Spiker on piano. Shutting down JJ. I mean, all for the price of what? 1 kill? Last 2 members of Neo, they do their best in a 2 versus 2 at the end of the day. But no info. No info on Surf. Surf springs into action at just the right time. I mean, sure, he loses the fight to Indy, but he wasted enough Indy's time that it didn't really matter. Pox playing that smart, knowing that, hey, I got the yokais. Indy's got a plant. I can wait for him to hit 000. The path he took was a little bit concerning. He thought he could get the yokai through the reading drone hole, but I think it was stuck, so he was like, ah, shit, I gotta rotate it over to the door. But he got it just in time. And Indy doesn't have time to try and shoot the drone. Even if he does shoot the drone, Pox is within striking distance to probably just run up and kill him while he's planting anyway. So good stuff from Honor so far. Kafe, despite being Neo's pick, really seems like Honor's map. Now going back down the kitchen where, again, Neo was just unable to do anything thanks to Oreo.
I'm gonna cry.
Tyler threatens to cry a lot.
Does he?
Yeah.
Other people be doing weird stuff in the cord. Tyler just be crying in the cord. Mic off. Just tears streaming down his face. Like me watching Plastic Memories. What a horrible night that was for me.
Why?
Do you understand? You don't understand how badly I was. Tears were streaming down my face. I hadn't cried for a TV show in like years at that point.
It's a great show. By the way, chat, you looking for a great anime to watch? Gotta really,
Plastic Memories.
Real,
You gotta watch
really,
it with friends. Gotta watch it with friends.
Really pep you up. Really, get you going and get you happy and feel good.
No. That's not true.
Plastic Memories.
That's not true. Plastic Memories is nothing but happy vibes. The only reason why you have to watch it with friends is that you have to cope less.
You said nothing but happy vibes. Exactly. No sad. It's all happy.
Nothing more than nothing less than. Shut up! Horrible idea. Don't watch it if you want to be happy. You will have an actual mental crisis.
Actually, our producer, Ferve, the man himself, is currently watching it. Pixel also finished watching it, and he tweeted that he was down bad astronomically. Just as freaking everyone that watches this show is. Anyway, we were on the cast. First person that's going to take damage is Wolf Seas, and already, Neo, off to a much better start. Never mind. JJ gets immediately refragged. So, it's a 1-for-1. At least, Oni is able to actually do the buck thing on the site, because they got time. I'll drop down now as we've got a duo push into VIP. One player will collect the diffuser. They'll start to go ahead and burn away the Jaeger's utility so they can get rid of that shield and make Arrow's position a little bit more exposed. But as they're distracted by Arrow, Pox peeks right around Whiskey, and he gets one on the restaurant window. A 2K for the Malusi. A 4 versus 2 now is Neo's probably best prospective round is, no longer that.
swing from Arrow, and it's simply just hopeless for Honor. I mean, really. Or sorry, for Neo. It's just hopeless. Like, they're getting demolished right now. Kafe is obviously a pretty good Honor map, but I didn't think it would be this good. We needed Neo to contend with Honor in order to put up any points, and so far, well, that's exactly what just isn't happening. Project Neo are down horrendous, just like me watching Plastic Memories, and we are 5-0. I mean, there is nothing to be said but the scoreline. 5-0. 5-0! What is that?
I don't even
Absolutely.
remember these guys playing Kafe in stage 1 or in the first CL season. Was it just like a sleeper map, or is it something new from them? Because
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
my
planted
God!
by attackers.
They look good.
This is brand new look here for for Honor. I mean, they're just looking so good, and unfortunately, Indy and Axe, they're doing the best they can. But this new squad for Project Neo against Honor hasn't
got
been a
2
smooth ride from
donuts.
them. Has not been a smooth ride from them.
And the 2 people with donuts aren't even the new guys. Come on, man. Y'all gotta
10 seconds left before it's
step it up, bro.
Come on, broski.
remaining.
Come on, dude. My dude.
Attackers must locate and defuse the bomb.
Someone just
my
DM me a
God.
random. Who are? Some person on Discord just DM me a server link. Who are you? Send. Okay. Anyway,
Well, who are you?
I don't know who they are.
What is that?
I'm
What is
asking.
it? Wait, what?
What?
JJ just threw down all of his smokes. Oh!
I guess it worked.
Slap him off the face of the earth. There you go, Surf.
Ha! Slap him off the face of the surf.
It was good until you said anything.
I'm sorry. JJ's gonna make surf
I'm
wipe
beating
out.
you at the, I'm beating you in the jazz
get
court
it?
once we're done.
Get it?
No, I'm beating you in
Get
the
it?
jazz court.
JJ made surf wipe
I'm
out.
actually-
Ah,
We're gonna
surfer
need-
joke.
We're gonna need to talk about this.
Gnarly, bruh. That's radical.
Gnarly.
That's pretty gnarly.
What did you say?
Dude, you never heard gnarly?
No, I know, but
Yeah, it's the surfer guy word.
why'd you
You know,
say
like they
it
do like the thumb and the pinky, and they go, yeah, gnarly.
gnarly?
Yeah,
If Ferme either
gnarly.
A is listening or B cares,
Hey, Ferme.
is Crow doing it?
That's pretty tight, brah.
Is Crow actually doing it? Can you like put his cam on stream? and
No,
let him do
man.
it? Let him demonstrate.
No. You better not, because I'm not looking at the VMix. I'm looking at Parsec, so I won't even know if he does.
Oh my god. No, I'm just kidding. He's not. But yeah. Project Neo. With a man advantage in their hands, obviously, this is where they can really start to shift the tides in the favor of themselves. But the problem is, if it's anything, Honor, they play a lot of crossfires. They play a lot of refrags. Any advantage can turn into a disadvantage at the snap of a finger, so Honor needs to be careful with what they push. They have intel, as you can see, even around the mute jammers of Oreo. They have to make this work. Neo starting to push themselves in. Axe is inside of Bathroom, and he's also got the helping of a Spiker. Actually, the rest of the team as well. Pox falls first. It's going to be yet another frag here for Project Neo. Very important one at that. C4 pops, but doesn't find anything to C4s, as a matter of fact. And Wolfsies goes down as well. Oreo swings wide here, and Axe takes him down. It's only up to Arrow in a 1 versus 5. What a way to start out here. A possible flawless, and it will be. Indy claims that kill. Project Neo take a flawless round. And what? Well, might as well. If it is the first round that we have, might as well be the best.
Well, looks like we're gonna take a timeout. I mean, hey, if there's any way for Neo to bounce back, a flawless round is it. Great job, being able to shut down. Well, first of all, Surf. Surf is very good at the game. Taking him out was great. Taking out Pox over by Nubalk. Tried to push up, tried to play aggressive. Didn't work thanks to that prone holes being held by Spiker. All in all, really good coverage by Neo, not letting Honor play the game that they've been playing all defense long. So at least they're able to deny the 6-0 half, but still, you know, moving on to their defense. 5-1 is hard.
Yeah.
5-1 is a hard deficit to come back from. I mean, Honor only need one round, and they will confirm a point and be one more round away from completely locking Neo out. I mean, sure, Neo might be able to stave it off for a little bit, but it's probably an eventuality that Neo are going to have to tell themselves, hey, the best we can hope for is 2 points on the day. I mean, it's possible that they win 6 in a row. It's possible. I'm just saying it's unlikely.
It's very unlikely.
I like to be a realist. Also, I was doing, this is the thing I was, the surf.
Yeah.
Yeah, surf's up.
How do you see out of that head of hair, huh?
I just see. I actually cast using echolocation. I'm like a bat or a dolphin.
Is that whenever you're talking, you're actually just like sending waves into that, and you're just like,
Yeah. So actually, when you're casting, I'm just relying on what you're saying. I can only see the screen when I'm talking. So see right now, like I know that they're 6-picking the IQ because the pixels, the color of the pixels reverberate differently to sound depending on the color and the intensity. No, I'm kidding. I can just see through the space in my hair, I guess.
what's the disease that like you can, or not disease, but like the condition where you can hear colors? Isn't there a condition like that?
Being on acid?
Are you on acid when you cast that?
No.
Because how else are you gonna be able to? You're just gonna feel pixels.
How to hear colors.
I know it's a real thing.
Oh, yeah, synesthesia.
That's what it is.
Okay, that's what you were talking
I DM'd Fozo saying you're effing insane, and he said you are. I don't know how to feel about that because I'm really not.
You got called insane by a guy who's insane. There you go. Look at that. Anyway, you guys can't see the screen right now. But Neo are starting off on bar. They've got Mute, Valk, Jaeger, Castle, and they have 6 picked off the Echo onto an alibi. Why? Why on the alibi?
People who try and advocate that alibi is a good operator are the same people
Maybe Axe just likes the MX4 Storm. I mean, she's got a shield, so it's not that bad. But Echo's just good. You literally lost a round to Echo. I don't know why they just don't. Otherwise,
yeah.
I don't know what to talk about.
You can see the bottom of your screen right over there. You
we've
can see
resumed.
that well,
Excellent.
it's gone now.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused
But,
by attackers.
It's 5-1. So,
Your mother. Why did he say your mother?
hey, your mother.
Attackers
All right, thank you, Arrow, for holding us up. Thank you.
Well, Honor, I don't know if Honor's a pickup squad, but okay.
Not a pickup squad.
10 seconds to go.
Someone in chat goes, "What are the casters on about?"
Seconds to go.
Question mark, exclamation point, question mark. We don't know half the time.
Attackers are heading out to
Let's be honest. But anyway, yeah. Project Neo.
Wait, what were we on about? Huh? Wait, let me unmute the stream. I don't remember what we were talking about. I'm not gonna lie.
Plastic
We
memory.
were talking about plastic memories. Great show.
we
Anyway,
were
all right,
talking
we
about
can't get back on that.
attackers recover the bomb diffuser.
Connor really wanted him to have sex with the robot.
Okay. Anyway, moving on about Connor and his adventures.
Speaking of,
What
I
do you
would
mean
sex
speak-
Pox.
I was-
Pox is a beautiful human being. Anyway, we're back on. We're back.
Bomb located by
We're on bar. We finally get to see a Neo defend. I don't know where Axe put his shield. I'm not gonna cap, but he's really the only reason why anyone's gonna play Alibi is because they're feeling confident with the MX4 Storm. You see it all the time in Pro League. People play her for the gun because she's better than Ella. Because why would you bring Ella for that extra shield? The one thing I'm a little bit confused by is they don't have a smoke. Why not bring smoke shield?
Yeah. Well, they have Axe on Alibi.
Well, yeah.
For
Why not
whatever
just bring
reason.
the smoke?
Because
For
the
the
MX4
shield.
Storm is better than the SMG11.
Man. I don't know if I agree with this.
Anyway. Nade, well, there goes the shield that we were just talking about. C4 will go off Howard. Pox goes down, and that could be a really influential kill if Honor can't pick him back up. He's got nades, and he's got the only, uncounterable hard breach. And Indy,
there it is.
well, that's very unfortunate.
what?
Oh my goodness! I think that was Wolfsey's.
Yeah.
Wolfsey's, he's 2-5, but he can certainly hit his snap. There he goes. Pox is still down, however, 5 versus 4, and it does seem like it is D-Day over in Piano Room as Project Neo are just slowly trying to get themselves in and out, trying to evac it, but Oreo goes down as well. Arrow and Surf left in a 2 versus 5. Pox, you can see that his player card is slowly turning from orange to gray, but he'll get back up in just the right amount of time. 5 versus 3. Not as bad as a 5 versus 2 that we were almost looking at here, but definitely need a pick here from Surf or Arrow. Kind of your playmakers of this entire game have been those two. But can they make something happen? With this much time left, I mean, there's nothing that they can really do but push against the tide and push against the clock. Spiker's also working his way up in aggressive position. Surf takes down 1, but Spiker takes down 3. Project Neo take round number 7, and they're slowly starting to climb their way back up.
Those 2 entry picks working
Oh.
very heavily in Neo's favor as Oni disconnects.
That's pain.
Pause again.
Yay. More tech pauses for a 2-5 scoreline.
But, I mean, that round was just down to that entry into Piano. It was not great from Honor. I mean, sure, they were able to clear the Pixel shield, but if you lose your Maverick, well, almost lose your Maverick, and you lose your Hibana in the process, that's not great. They also, only felt safe enough to pick up their Maverick with barely any time left. So you don't have time to Mav the wall. You've got no hard breach capability. You got to try and walk in. You're walking into a bottleneck. You're just trying to all push Cigar. And I mean, when is that ever going to work? Really good stuff by Neo, specifically Spiker taking out 1. And then whoever took out, I don't remember who took out Oreo on the Hibana. That round was pretty much over with those first 2 picks. Neo now having to go down to the kitchen. No longer with the Alibi. Thank God they'll allow Acts of the Jaeger. Spiker flexes onto the Vigil, and that is indicative of the 3-tiered realm.
Yeah. As usual. It's like Consulate. It's an onion. We gotta go on about this again. I'm not doing that.
10 seconds left.
But, right now, the situation that Project Neo find themselves in is that they're just claiming rounds on defense. This is always going to happen. It's always going to be like, oh, we're going to get 1, 2, or 3. Now, the question is can they make this into a really dominant start? To give Neo some credit, these have been some dominating rounds. We had a flawless round 6, and their first defensive round was basically flawless. We can consider it flawless. It had its moments, but an Arrow has his moments. Apparently. It's alright. It all means the best of us.
I wonder how long the Neo comeback is going to last for before Honor pull another rush strat out of the bag and
oh boy,
end the map
they'll just crumble.
3 seconds. We already got Spiker starting to fall back from his roam. He's got Acts for support. And it looks like Honor aren't really going to bother with this. I mean, they've got 1 guy upstairs, but he's in Pixel, and that's kind of it. Surf is just going to start walking down White Hall. He knows the visual was on the White Stairs. He'll pre-fire over as well, letting Spiker know that he's, currently in the process of being cleared by 1 guy. Wow.
Surf.
Oni playing
Wow.
aggressive on white. Almost gets his head cut off. And the Oreo's there. Well, for the cutoff.
I was going to say, we're talking about heads getting cut off, and there's a cutoff there from Oreo. Yeah. Funny pun. But yeah, this is basically what Honor needs. Punny.
Phony.
Is it weird how we say punny to be funny for a pun, but saying punny is also just a pun? It's really dumb, actually. I hate puns. They're despicable. The world would be progressing much faster without them. But anyway, Honor. I mean, they've gotten themselves really good positioning. That's kind of what we see being the winning formula for them. They're getting their cutoffs down. They're getting their positionings. Man, IQ just talks a lot. I just I was talking. I was like, IQ's just in my ear. Just.
Yeah, she spotted the bomb.
Okay. The butt detector out. There's batteries on. Like, who cares, man? But anyway, very ironic. Very ironic because nobody cares about what casters have to say. You guys are mean, by the way. I hate people who make fun of casters. Like, we're just trying our best. But anyway, Neo, 40 seconds left. Oni, obviously gone. Neo, they still have an extended hold, however. They're holding this firm, but it's going to be a freezer drop, and JJ's the only one that's really going to be able to hold this one off. And wow, he's actually going to be playing a very close angle for this. Second gas grenade going to go off as well. It'll actually almost get denied. JJ just waiting and biding his time. Oreo's going to be the first one to fall. Shotgun spread working out for him, but Honor now has to recover the diffuser, and that is forcing them inside a freezer. Spiker can't get away with a kill inside a freezer, and Arrow will take him down instead. But there's a retake of the top floor here. But no, actually, Honor still have it. It's going to be a swing here from Pox, and he'll get the diffuser down, but it simply doesn't matter. Project Neo take round number 8. And Honor, we've been talking about how they're really good whenever it comes to time management, but this is the opposite of what we expected from them.
Wow. Again, good stuff from Neo. I mean, they're roam for the most part, avoiding that clear with the exception of Indy, but JJ playing by that freezer, dropping diffuser, sending Honor into a frantic state. They tried to just bum rush through Whiskey and Freezer. They were pressed for time. They needed that case control back, and Neo fought valiantly. They were able to get the trades in their favor, 2 versus 1, and because Honor had just wasted so much time on that top 2 floors, he had no choice but to stick. Luckily, there were actually not 1, but 2 different Neo players still within striking distance. Valkyrie was just the one to finish things off. Neo, now taking 2 rounds in a row. Will the Cinderella story continue? Gonna be reading. Perfect site rotation is needed from Neo. They need this. They're bringing both the Jaeger and the Wamai. They've got the Goyo to hold upstairs. They've got the jammers as well, and they've got Oni down on site playing with that C4. It's a much more classical utility-focused hold upstairs, and maybe a little bit more on the site just because they have a little bit of a surplus, but I imagine most of it's going to be on this top floor.
10 seconds left before insertion.
Honor, though, of course, they're prepared to deal with it. This is a standard hold. Interesting that they're still taking the IQ. I guess they can stop the pulse. That's a very important factor. If Arrow's able to get above that bomb site early enough, he can take out Oni looking at that cardiac sensor, and he can take out the utility from above. But otherwise, if Honor just try to move horizontally because of just the sheer amount of utility and manpower pushed upstairs, if Honor can hit horizontal quick enough, I'm not sure if Neo are going to have time to respond, but it does look like Honor are just going to be going for your standard cocktail clip.
And obviously cocktail is really tough because you have this shield they had to get rid of, but a really common way of countering this is going on the cocktail windows. And it's very offensive because Indy can also get himself in a position where you can see he might be able to run out. Claymore, actually, he's going to hear that as well. So he can't get there yet. He might have to find a way around it, but if he can, Honor, they could be in a really rough position. This entire cocktail hold, just like it is, as whenever it's a cocktail hold it's this aggressive, this entire round can come down to plays and how you make them. Like it's so important for that. If Indy can get a single frag on that window, somehow getting rid of that Claymore and getting those 2 people off rappel, that play could be made. Surf knows that there's a player sitting behind that cocktail bar. It's going to be JJ. Oh, but Oni! Massive play from him. He'll keep JJ alive and also take down 2. They'll get intel on the drop, however, so they know that there's somebody also playing on Cocktail, and that's going to be Oreo. He'll take down one, but gets traded by Spiker. Shield is gone, and he's stuck in a position where he's either going to have to rotate down the hatch or down white, or even just play his life there. Stunning C4 there from Oni, and it's only going to get worse and worse for Honor. Project Neo, we talked about how it's impossible. All of a sudden, it's slowly starting to turn into a possible comeback.
What is it with the attacks on this map? They have just not looked great for either side. It's like Honors switched sides at the half and just like a button was pressed and they just don't know what to do anymore. Huge C4 by Oni to open up. Great refrag there from Spiker to at least trade out his teammate of JJ. Now it's a 4 versus 2. It's just Pox and Arrow staring at white. They know Pox is trying to come up, but Pox unfortunately misses too many shots on Indy. Can't collect the kill, and he's forced to retreat with only damage on the Goyo. Arrow trying to move through as well. Great headshot on the Axe. Now Neo only 1 man up, but only 20 seconds remaining here for the attack to make something happen, and all the defenders staring at this hallway, staring into dining. They're going to try and make their stake over towards the reading door. Pox gets one of those entry picks that he needs, but Oni gets a third. Brilliant shot. It's a 4K for the new pickup. The new permanent pickup, that is. Neo, they take round number 9. They're starting to make this comeback happen. It's now 5-4. We're 1 away from tying the score.
That is... wow. Oni, I mean, you know, he was 1-7 before these past few rounds, but he has blown us away. He is really helping Neo send their way up into this comeback, and maybe that tech pause from Honor was a rough one, because right now they're just not looking on form, and Honor are just sending, Neo are just sending cannonballs their way. The pressure is seriously starting to climb here for Honor. It's really shocking to see as well. You know, we saw Honor had a strong 1-5 grip. They had this game in their hands, but Neo, they're playing for those 3 points that can send them into playoffs. I mean, this is so important for them, and we could be seeing them take it away, but we can't say that just yet. Honor, they've got about 1 more round to make a mistake, or else it's all even. All the work that they put into that last round simply won't matter. But can't set yourself up for success like that. You know, can't put yourself down. You are Team Honor. You are that Challenger League team, Honor Esports. You got Kyle McClells behind you, watching you. He's always watching, just like Ferme. But yeah, other than that, Honor, I mean, they aren't, and listening. Sorry, and listening. They aren't, you know, they aren't looking.
He's actually omniscient.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I always thought it was omniscient. There's a lot of words that I just don't pronounce properly, and it's because I'm from Pittsburgh.
It's like conscious, you know?
Yeah, conscious. Conscious.
Yeah, omniscient.
Conscience. Conscious.
All right, man.
Hehe.
Consciousness. All right, anyway. I wonder if this is the adjustment Honor are going to need. They're going to take a Lion. We saw that on Consulate. We saw it work. Okay.
Consulate.
Consulate. That's how the British say it. Next map is going to be Consulate.
Boo.
Boo, British. I wonder how the Lion's going to function. Neo aren't bringing the mute this round, so they don't have a safe haven to kind of, you know, a little safe space that they can rotate around through while the Lion charge goes out. They will be forced to stand still. And I mean, with the way Neo have been playing, they've been very fluid on their defenses so far. So, hey, maybe locking them in place for just a couple seconds is going to be important for Honor's attack. But either way, they're going to be going for this cocktail take, just as Neo did. First explosive goes out. It'll reveal one of the players in Cocktail as the Lion charges there as well. Second explosive charge from the Ash will just make that player's position a little bit more exposed. It's actually the Valkyrie of Indy. Oni, though, he'll get the first pick. Down goes Pox. That was actually your repel player. That is huge. That is now diffuser control forfeited on the Snowbalk. Someone from this attack is going to have to rotate over, and it looks like it's going to be Wolfsies, but that's your buck. That's one of your main players who's supposed to, well, he's the one that's supposed to be doing Surf's job. I'm not quite sure why they don't have Wolfsies playing the vertical, but Surf, unfortunately, ignorant to the angle being held, gets taken out from above by Indy. The Zof looking for the trade, but Indy's already played passive. He's already in a position where he doesn't have to take this fight, but as he re-engages, he gets lit up, but is able to escape with his life. Neo are playing the time perfectly as Deputy Blastful, JJ gets another. Wolfsy's now swinging through. He's going to get jumped out on. Oni actually takes him up before getting Claymored. Indy gets lit up, but he's not taken out just yet. He's still just peeking these angles. It's only 38 seconds. Arrow, he's got no control over the site. No diffuser control. He's still stuck downstairs. This round is as good as over. It looks like it's going to be a 5-5.
Honor are just completely discombobulated right now. Project Neo get the comeback and put themselves into the equal scoreline. Unbelievable showing from them. It has been nearly flawless after flawless after flawless round. They have been looking so good. They've been looking great. I mean, this is just crazy. I don't know what to say. Like, this is so good for Project Neo. They need this point. They absolutely need it, whether it be from OT or from not. This point will shoot them up into playoff contention. They need this. They really do. And the fact that they're able to get a 5-1 comeback on an unsuspecting Honor, holy moly. Question is, can they keep it going? Can they keep it up? Can they consider,
Being defused by attackers.
sometimes you have those rounds. Maybe Honor are just having a bad time, but now is not the time to have a bad time. Honor cannot make any more mistakes. They've been playing for picks. They've been playing really well up until now. Not a single attacking round has gone their way. Can't really blame it on the map either. This isn't a very powerful, whenever it comes to the bans, there isn't anything special. If anything, the defense doesn't have Kate. It's really bad for them, and the attack has Thatcher. So you can't really blame it on the map. It's literally just the fact that Honor are just not getting their attacks together. They're just getting destroyed without any trade potential. Project Neo, they're doing good. If last round Oni hadn't died from a Claymore, this is a flawless. That was a flawless round.
Maybe it's the sledge. I wonder how much the sledge ban is screwing with the teams. That's the only thing that I can think of that would really make this that heavily defender-sided. I don't know. It's weird. Back on Kitchen, though, for Neo. A site that they were relatively successful on. It was close, but they ran down the clock far enough that Honor had no choice but to plant in 000, and there are enough people from Neo just counter that out. They had a 3-tiered roam going on before. It doesn't look like they're as aggressive. They only got one player on the white stairs this time, and will likely fall back very quickly. Indy as well being able to take out a drone. That's good usage there. Good use of his time. Waiting and bleeding away the time from that Zof. Neo are playing this roam smart. Not getting too aggressive. Not getting peak heavy. Just taking out drones as they go. I mean, there's only... Holy crap, Adam. It's a minute 45. There's only 3 drones left. And they're all already out.
Are we seeing a flood strategy from Honor? I mean, I guess they have to.
There's only 2. Dude, I've never seen only 2 drones left on the board in a minute 30. What?
Honor, they don't have a lot to work with. I mean, just in general, Crow. Whenever we look at this entire round, Honor haven't gotten a single foot into the building whenever it comes to that bottom floor. They still have a player sitting inside of VIP. Honor likes freezer drops. And guess who's still alive? A C4 and a shotgun sitting inside of VIP. No shield, by the way. Completely living like luxury. He's living like Larry right now. Just sitting inside of VIP.
Living like Larry.
Actually, the shield might be outside. I kind of doubt it, though, because, you can't really protect it with an ADS. It is possible, though. The shield could be outside. But look at the time. Honor, right about now, would be getting a pick or 2. Well, there it is!
Oh.
JJ will go down off of a beautiful nade there from Oreo, and your smoke is gone so early on. That's the pick that they absolutely needed. Surf will go down, not an even trade, I would say. Neo's still on the back foot here, but look at the control, and most importantly, look at the time. Project Neo, They're just waiting. An arrow. Oh no, a crucial kill has just been missed. And Indy's retaking the top floor. Pox is going to try and get inside. We'll see who take down Spiker. And Pox is in freezer. Oni wasn't able to get him down. But Project Neo, they've retaken the top floor with Indy upstairs. Wolfsies is the only one remaining. And he's going to drop. Axe will go down here. Pox is down. Axe takes down 2. Huge showing here from Axe and Oreo. In a 1 versus 3. He doesn't have the time. Project Neo. They'll complete the comeback. 6-5 match point. Not a single attacking round here from Honor Esports. And Project Neo, they're showing up big. They're showing up when it matters.
Wow. It is rough for Honor right now, and it was especially rough in that last round. I mean, we can attribute that entire last round to the fact that it was a minute 30 left, and they had exactly 2 drones to their name, and they were both pre-placed. No Nomad, no Gridlock, no Zero, no sort of flank cutoff. Neo were able to do literally whatever the hell they wanted because Honor just had no clue. No info. I don't think I've ever seen a team with 5 players alive still that was that intel starved. That must have been like a new record or something. Like that I was in disbelief at how poorly Honor was playing with their drones. Or how well Neo was able to find them. Either way. 11-6 for Axe, and this is the performance that we wanted from Indy. He's 10-4. Incredible stuff from him. I mean, despite Pox's best efforts, right now you got Surf going negative. You got Wolfsies going triple negative right now. Everybody on Neo has just woken up at the flip of the switch, or at the flip of the half, really. 6-5. We are 1 round away from a 6 in a row. Or sorry, we're actually 1 round away from a 7 in a row comeback. My apologies. Remember, Neo were down 5-0.
Yeah.
5-0.
Neo were literally looking like the game was wraps. They looked like a completely different team. They looked like they weren't working well. And look at them now.
Wait. Are Honor gonna rush Pillar from Brown?
They hear the setup going.
Dude,
They
this
might
could
just
be
do
it.
this.
They've got
Oh,
the Jackal.
wait.
They've got the Zove.
Oni knows. Oni knows.
Does he know?
Oni knows. He's got the intel.
Oh, is he gonna try and C4?
Oni knows that this is happening. That is absolutely huge. What a catch by Oni. And what perfect timing. Honor strat's not gonna work. It simply won't work. They know exactly what's happening. C4 up to Snowbalk. That might be 1. No, it won't, but Arrow will go down in the process. Axe takes him down. What the heck is happening with Honor? They're just losing out so many players here. Axel will just flick to his own teammate, but Oni will go down. He's lost his C4, however, so that's at least that. He's already used that, so not too much utility lost. 30 E1D is going to go down here. That's the final one. And Honor are just looking like they're going to try and get themselves inside of the site quickly as can be. C4 ripped outside of, but that's a beautiful shot by Pox. He'll take it down. Smoke Grenades coming on down here, and they're going to rotate over to Dining, actually. Surf is going to try and get himself in, but JJ, a huge kill! He's going to need to find one more, though, but he gets traded by Oreo, who has the site. They'll also find a possible way to get themselves outside.
Pox is planting!
Pox is indeed planting there, but a double kill here for Axe. It's a 2 versus 3 post plant. What can Honor really do with only 2 players left? There's a player now sitting, I believe that's bottom red with Axe. And Oreo's on the flank, but will he be there in time? Looking for the retake. They're going to be able to find him out. They know he's inside of the red train. And Indy, he'll spot 1. Oreo gets him down, though. 2 versus 2. Axe will cut him his 3rd. Looking for a 4th, though. It's only down to Pox in a 1 versus 2. Axe, he's going to have to swing this. It's Axe and Spiker. Axe is getting on the defuse. Pox needs to deny it. He can't see the denial, though. He's going to try and swing on. And that's shame! A 7-5! What a comeback from Project Neo! Taking it where it matters! We were down 5-0 for Neo. 5-0! They'll take 7 rounds in a row. JJ Blast is probably out of his seat. What the hell has just happened? Project Neo, 7-5. They'll get the points they need, and they'll be in playoff contention.
I am in absolute disbelief.
My jaw's on the floor.
14-6 for Acts, 10-5 for Indy. I mean, I would have lost for words. Had the first 5 rounds not happened, that was a perfect 7-round sweep. But of course, because of the deficit, the stakes were even higher. If Honor had just gotten 1 round, they would have confirmed a point. Neo denied them of everything. Holy crap. Never count these guys out. Neo just showed us why they are one of the top teams in T3 and why, despite the loss of X24 and Adapt, they are still here to stay. What a map from them. I mean, I just can't believe it.
I'm in disbelief.
Dude, I gotta like fly to wherever the hell JJ lives and shake his hand for keeping my predictions correct. Because I mean,
yeah, you say my prediction too.
Yeah, I thought, dude, I saw 5-0 and I was like, well, another missed prediction. And then Neo just turned on the burners. 7 in a row. Man, that was literally, they went down 5-0 and then had a perfect map. Like, I don't think I've ever I've seen that before. Like, I remember Chaos made that comeback, I think, one time. Never casted that before, though.
I'm in disbelief. I really don't know what to say. Props to the Neo guys for having the mental fortitude to just do that.
I don't know what just happened. So I got no clue.
It's so... We can't even interview JJ, man. we can't
Damn
interview
it,
JJ.
you're right, because it's a 1-1.
Oh my lord.
Wow, holy hell. I want to take a look at the stats, man. It's JJ. 83% cost on the Ace Wamai. That is incredible. Acts as well. A 1.53 rating. 14-6. That is approximately a 2.666667 repeating KD. A better KD than Surf's in the first map. Indy with a perfect 2.0, a 1.25 rating. I mean, 75%, 66% cost. I mean, the only plant, or not even the plant. Neo didn't plant it all. The only objective was the defusal there, the counter defusal from Act in the final round. I mean, Pox and Oreo really doing their best, especially Oreo, someone who we don't really see step up a whole lot on the scoreboard. Normally the plants he does really well on, but dropping double digits is not something we're used to from him. But he did, he performed valiantly, as did Pox. The 2 support players, I mean, look at that, the 2 hard breachers topping the scoreboard, and I think that's a big reason why Honor wasn't able to win anything in the second half of the game. Their entries were just not doing anything. That entire attacking half.
Yeah, I mean, whenever we were looking at Project Neo, we saw just fish dead in the water, right? Done for. But now, it just the script flipped. The script simply flipped. Honor. I mean, what else is there to say? We saw a 7-5 from them. Really good map. Can we even... It's hard to really, gauge that whenever we just saw a complete turnaround from Project Neo.
Crap,
a 5-0 turning 7-5. Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever had your doubts about this man, about Tyler Ack's last name, out the window. Door, right there. Leave. You're wrong. Axe is just crazy. Secondary entry, and he'll provide the numbers that Honor or that Neo absolutely needed to win.
He's a sub. He's not even staying on the team after SCS. Indy is. Who, by the way, 1.08 on the Sledge Valve. Playing the Goyo, playing the Nomad, playing all that good stuff. Act is leaving because he's going to be 18. I mean, you know, if you want this,
If
kid
you're
to
a
get picked
Challenger
up,
League
I want to
team-
get this kid to
Yeah.
get picked up. You know,
This is your
there
guy.
are so many underage talent right now that are soon to be 18, like Indy, Axe, Lava, Exile, Bone. All those guys, like it's not just like, oh, you know, those are just random T3 kids that are
No.
going to be 18 soon.
Not at all.
Those are top performers in SCS, in some of them in CCS even. RSA, ESA. I mean, they've competed in a whole bunch. These kids now are experienced as hell, and I think Act's performance today was just the perfect example of that. He was just incredible this
Yeah.
entire series.
Literally nothing else to say about that, but absolutely incredible. Like Axe, I mean, my hats off to you, dude. You made that comeback happen. Axe is absolutely insane. If you ever had your doubts about him, well, I think he just shut you up.
You
We're done
shouldn't
here,
have
though.
had you shouldn't have had doubts in the first place.
No, you really shouldn't. This is literally Axe.
But
Like,
now-
how do you have
now
Axe
you
without
really
Tyler? Like,
I was like, dude, Acts and Beast Coast just made like handshake emoji, shutting up the doubters. Like,
yeah,
maybe
I'm
Acts will
I'm
be
stunned.
on. Probably not.
I'm absolutely stunned though. They are very good.
Oh wow, DZ just beat Mirage 8-7 on Coastline. Cool. Holy crap, Hyper at a 93% cost. Anyway, that's it. We're done. That was our last map of the day. Thank you all for anyone who came out and watched. I know the NAL was on. I'm gonna go back and watch the VOD because I missed it, and I love the NAL games. So thank you all for coming in, chatting, watching Adam and I be morons as we usually are, and the brilliant, really close Consulate game, and then just the dominance turned into even greater dominance on Kafe. As always, we love you all, and we will see you tomorrow for more SCS action. We love you. Have a very good night.
A triple kill, but Son of Finn, he'll deny the plant. Easy super kill. Oh my god! Son of Finn will find more!
7 seconds left. They gotta pick up the diffuser, but Dami lines up both. Dami with the 1v3.
Device, mission shots. He's gonna have to go for the front.
Oh,
He pushes
Dylan!
on through. Dylan is better.
Round 2, and there's another as Tyrant is finished off, and they all line up for Bone.
Attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped. Go.